Icemen fans, get on your feet and welcome to the ice, your Jacksonville Icemen! Fans, let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your Icemen. On defense, number 8, Michael Kim. Also on defense, number 47, Trevor Hamilton. At forward, number 19, Eric Bradford. At forward, number 21, Alex Olivier Voyer. And at forward, number 22, Era Nazarian. In goal for your Icemen this afternoon, number 1, Charles Williams. Jacksonville is coached by Jason Christie.
Good afternoon and happy Mother's Day, everybody. Arlie Johnson with you as the Icemen get set to face the Wheeling Nailers this afternoon on this Mother's Day. For more on the game, let's bring you to my broadcast partner, Alex Reed, and your Gears of the Game.
Hi, fan, it's time for your Gears of the Game, presented by the Jacksonville Transportation Authority, where this afternoon the Icemen and the Nailers close out their 3-game weekend set here at Veterans Memorial Arena. The Icemen taking round 1 on Friday night with a 3-1 victory, while the Nailers flipped the script last night, coming away with an 8-5 victory in a wild roller coaster game here in downtown Jacksonville, and it sets the stage for a rubber match here today. Now, looking at the Icemen, the hot hand continues to be Abakar Dukas. We keep saying his name, but he keeps doing things. Had his 10th goal of the season last night. He now has 19 points in his last 13 games. Mike Smatula, meanwhile, has 5 points against Wheeling. That leads all Icemen players in scoring against the Nailers this year. And up front, the Icemen getting a little bit of a boost to the lineup today, as it was announced earlier this afternoon that the Icemen will receive the talents of Alex Olivier Voyer from the Providence Bruins of the American Hockey League. Voyer played in 22 games with Providence this season, posting 8 points. He's in his rookie season. Last year in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, he had a healthy 44 goals and an 88-point season. So no doubt a boost offensively to the lineup. We'll see how that plays here as Voyer is expected to play. Looking over in the Nailers, Patrick Watling. What a game for him last night. 5 points, 4 goals, and an assist. Without question, the Nailers will be leaning on him here as well. And Shane Starrett back in goal for the Nailers. He was impressive, stopping 35 of 37 shots against the Icemen in Friday night's loss. So the stage is set, a rubber match here between the Nailers and the Icemen. This has been your Gears of the Game.
And that has us ready for hockey in the rubber match of a 3-game series between the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Jacksonville, I imagine, is going to be playing a little angry after how they performed last night in a defensive dud for them, which is totally out of character, but it did happen yesterday. And so head coach Jason Christie, no doubt, is going to be talking to his guys and has been talking to his guys about let's tighten up defensively, because that is not what this Icemen team is all about. And as Alex alluded to, a different Alex Olivier Voyer, in the lineup today for the Icemen, making his ECHL debut, not his pro debut. He spent the entire year in the American Hockey League with the Providence Bruins, but their season is over, and they wanted him to have a playoff push. Alex Olivier was prepared for it. He said, yeah, let's do it. Let's go down to Jacksonville. He is in the starting lineup tonight, or today, wearing the number 21. 6'2", 192 pounds. He is a right winger. He is paired with Eric Bradford and Aaron Nazarian. A couple of line changes for the Icemen today. We'll get them to you as soon as we get the opportunity, but the puck is down. Faceoff is won by the Icemen and Eric Bradford, and we are underway. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon as Jacksonville controls in their own end. It's Hamilton for Voyer. His first touch of the puck, he drops it back to Michael Kim, all the way back into his own end. Around the wall, Hamilton lets it ride for Voyer, chipping it off the boards and out into Wheeling's end. Adam Smith just beats Aaron Nazarian to it by a stride. Feeds it up the left wing side, and Austin Fighton knocks it to the neutral zone. Jacksonville in control from there. Bradford redirects in, and it will be a line change for the Icemen. Jacksonville wearing their Sunday Publix jerseys today, blue in front with Publix green mostly, and the blue numerals, the apron, the blue apron on the front with the blue numbers on the back, as the Nailers have it through center ice. And their hero from last night, Patrick Watling, clears into the zone. Watling had 4 goals and an assist yesterday. He has 8 points in only 3 games against the Icemen this season. 5 goals and 3 assists for him. So he will be one to watch for the Nailers. Wheeling in possession at center ice. It is Watling for Courtnall. Behind the back pass. Goes by everybody, but it stays in the zone, and the Nailers will drop it down low. Jacksonville rims it around, but it's held in once more by Lawton Courtnall. Courtnall shot deflects wide. It comes to the blue line for Jesse Lees. Lees for Watling in the high slot. Watling defended by Riker Killens. Watling stick handles to the forehand side. His shot also blocked. It comes to the far side boards. Saraceno can't clear it away, and some more pressure from the Nailers, but no shots on goal yet. Everything's been on the perimeter, and the 2 shot attempts have both been blocked as the Icemen now pull away from a scramble behind the net. And it's Christopher Brown, who had a pair of goals yesterday for Jacksonville. Tries to split a pair of Wheeling defensemen, cannot do it. Kay looks to hold it in. He does briefly. Nailers get it back, however, with Watling splitting a double team as he feeds to Cody Sylvester. Sylvester gets a hit on the play as Winquist's shot is deflected behind the net for Ake for the Icemen. Ake for Jacob Cederholm reinserted into the lineup. Ake over the blue line for Lodermeyer. Shot is deflected wide on the play. Ake holds it in. He'll bank it off the walls for Lodermeyer behind the net. Couldn't handle it. Jake Elmer finishes his check on Chad Duchesne as Miller stick handles out for the Nailers. 2.5 minutes gone by in this hockey game. Still no whistle yet as we are still scoreless here in Jacksonville. It is Elmer for Lodermeyer. He'll backhand it to the Wheeling blue line. And the Nailers give it back to the Icemen now in their own end. It's Cederholm crisply up the right wing for Lodermeyer, who deflects in. Shane Starrett, who played a great game on Friday night for the Nailers despite a 3-1 loss. Jacksonville winning that one on Friday night, but he played well. Wheeling with it deep in their own end. Abbott Gerdukis out there with Nick Saraceno and Mike Zmatula. Zmatula breaks it up at center. Saraceno tries to play it for Gerdukis. He gets it to the Wheeling end, but no further than that. Saraceno tries to clear at the steal at the blue line. He got a piece of it, but not enough to maintain control in the zone. Puck bounces high into the air, right in the center ice faceoff circle, and it belongs to Wheeling, who plays it in. And the Nailers are first on the puck. Centering pass is blocked. They'll try it again. That comes up high. It belongs to the Icemen. It is Gignac for Ake. Ake, 2-on-2. Wrist shot from distance and a save made by Starrett. No rebound, and we have our first whistle just over 3.5 minutes into this game. 0-0 in the early going. That was the first shot on goal for either team. But I like the pace of it, similar to Friday night when we went almost 5 straight minutes before our first whistle of the game. Only 3.5 minutes without a whistle this time, as the Icemen will send out Eric Bradford, Nick Saraceno, and Alex Olivier Voyer in the offensive zone. Voyer, a right-handed shot. He's a natural right winger, and the Icemen win the faceoff. It is Saraceno in the right wing corner. Turns to his forehand, into the slot, trying to set up Bradford. Bradford can't calm the puck down. He keeps possession, moves it cross ice. Wrister from the blue line, save made by Starrett. Rebound is out of play as Riker Killens got that snapshot away from 45 feet out. Hoping for a deflection or potentially a rebound, but Starrett knocked it out of play instead. And on this Mother's Day, want to make sure that we give some Mother's Day shout-outs as well along the way. We'll give them to you at the next possible moment as the Nailers have controlled the faceoff. They get it to center ice, bouncing puck into the Jacksonville zone as Voyer takes the hit. Riker Killens knocks it free. It is Bradford for Saraceno, turns to his forehand and clears it to center. Voyer gets the steal, and here come the Icemen. Bradford into the zone for Voyer. Richter just over the crossbar. You can already tell the skill that he's got just finding that open space. Voyer gets it loose for Nazarian. Back around the boards. Bradford got hit from behind, but no call for boarding as the Nailers play it up the right wing side. On their backhand, it is Rivera back for Duchesne, and an open man is Miller, who clears it out, and jostling will deflect into the zone. Excellent rush there between Bradford and Voyer as the Icemen get it in deep. Wheeling right back out. Quickly, rink-wide pass, moves for Lawton Courtnall. Courtnall's feed broken up, comes up high for the Icemen. They'll play it up the right wing. Can Nazarian get there? Not quite, but they keeps possession for Zmatula. Zmatula into the zone, curls to the circle, wrist shot, save is made. Rebound is swept into the corner by the goaltender, Shane Starrett. But a good opportunity there for Jacksonville as they're now out shooting the Nailers 3-0. And a steal at center ice from the Icemen. Jacob Friend gloving it down to his stick, and he'll drive it around the wall. Starrett will leave it for Jesse Lees around the back wall for McNally. Lees gets it back, defended by Derek Lodermeyer. Matt Alfaro for Cody Sylvester. Knocked free by Hamilton, but the Nailers hold on to it. Shot goes wide from Alfaro on the blocker side, and the rebound comes for the Icemen. It is Ake, possible 2-on-1 with Lodermeyer. Trailer on the play is Elmer. His shot is deflected. Lodermeyer knocks it in front, and Jacksonville can't get a shot on goal, but they keep the puck in the zone. Kim's wrister goes well wide. He was looking for a deflection. Hamilton with a shot behind the net for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer on his backhand. He'll leave it for Elmer. Elmer to the blue line for Hamilton. Moves it towards goal, deflected on net, save made by Starrett. It's been all Jacksonville so far as the Nailers play it off the boards and out. Sylvester takes a big hit from Michael Kim, and a penalty coming on Jacksonville. It's going to be interference on Michael Kim. I thought that he made the hit just after the Wheeling player had lost the puck, but they say no, that it took too long, so it's going to be a penalty on Michael Kim and a power play for the Nailers when we come back. An early break. This is only our second whistle of the game. We're exactly 6 minutes in. It is 0-0 between the Icemen and Nailers. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
First power play of the day belongs to the Nailers. Faceoff will be in the Jacksonville zone. It'll be Derek Lodermeyer penalty killing along with Abbott Gerdukis. The two defensemen for the Icemen are Jacob Friend, who I thought, despite Jacksonville allowing 8 goals yesterday, I thought Friend may have played his best game of the year. Jacob Cederholm also on the ice for Jacksonville. Wheeling controls the faceoff, though. It is Cody Sylvester near side half wall. Dropping it to the blue line for Watling. Watling with a one-timer, deflects it toward goal. It's knocked away, swept towards the boards by Lodermeyer, but not out yet. Comes free for the Nailers and Watling to the right circle. It is Josh Winquist, defended by Gerdukis. Blue line, Miller moves it for Watling as their fourth forward. Miller back to the right side. A one-timer from Winquist is blocked. It comes up high for Cederholm, who will backhand it out to center ice. And the Nailers come right back with Watling on the left wing. He is held up by the Jacksonville defense. Wheeling having trouble getting it into the zone this time, and Abbott Gerdukis will backhand at the length of the ice. And we've got some pushing and shoving behind the play. Cederholm is involved in it. We'll play on as Wheeling is just completing a line change right now. But Cederholm playing a little nasty, and I love to see it. Jacksonville could use a little nasty in their game after last night's result. 58 seconds to go on the power play. Alfaro gets to the blue line of Jacksonville, but no further. It's poked out to the neutral zone by Eric Bradford. Wheeling will wrist it right back in. Comes all the way to the near side for Rivera, who will reverse it around. Looking for it is Bradford, but the Nailers keep possession and hold the zone. Jesse Lees with a wrist shot, blocked by Bradford. What a great block that was from Eric Bradford. McNally at the left faceoff circle. Centering feed goes across the ice to Alfaro. 30 seconds on the power play for the Nailers. Alfaro, defended by Mike Zmatula. It comes to the left wing circle for Patrick McNally. McNally drops below the goal line, drops it out for Jostling. Jostling, defended by Bradford. Right circle, it is Alfaro. Alfaro still looking for somebody to move to. He feeds it to the blue line for Lees. Down to 8 seconds on the power play. McNally with a shot pass, and it's a goal. Beautiful pass from Patrick McNally, and a power play goal from the Wheeling Nailers has made this a 1-0 game. It's going to be Nate Rivera's goal at 12:06 remaining in the first period. And Jacksonville, once again, will have to come from behind. It was a great penalty kill from Jacksonville until the final seconds, and out of nowhere comes this shot pass from McNally, and Rivera gets the tally. For Nick Rivera, that's his 12th goal of the year at 7:54. McNally gets 1 assist. Jesse Lees will get the other. And Jacksonville now is Jason Christie talking with the referee about something? I'm not entirely sure. Kyle Leakin, for the 3rd straight game, is the referee. He just talked to Christie. Now he's talking to Wheeling's head coach, Derek Army. We're going to play on, so I'm not sure what that was about. There's no replay issue or anything like that. And Jacksonville is down by 1. Nailers have possession. It is Duchesne, left wing side. Plays it into the Jacksonville end. Could be icing. It will be icing. 11:55 to go in the first period, and the Icemen trailing by a score now of 1-0. It is, of course, Mother's Day, which means we've got plenty of people to say Happy Mother's Day to. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to Olga McClay from Kitchener, Ontario. That is the mom of Scooter McClay, so she must be awesome. Olga, Happy Mother's Day to you, and I hope everything is well up in Ontario. Also, Happy Mother's Day to Nina Toe. She's in section 102, so she's right here. She's directly across from us. Section 102, row V, seat 14. That's from Patrick Murphy, the strength and conditioning coach for the Icemen. So Happy Mother's Day, Nina Toe from Murph. As we come back to play, we'll give you a couple more Mother's Day announcements as we get the opportunity. Wheeling takes it into the Jacksonville zone. Moving for it as Williams makes a save. As Courtnall with some wheels got it all the way down towards goal, but the Icemen get the puck back. Christopher Brown knocked the puck out of midair, but he couldn't play it in deep. Instead, it's the Nailers from center ice who drive it around the boards. First on it there is Brandon Gignac. Ahead for Pascal Ake. He's all by himself, 1-on-2. Got the wrist shot away. Starrett makes the save, and he'll drop it down for McNally. Cody Sylvester from center ice. Into the zone is Josh Winquist. Looking for Smith. Rolls all the way to Williams, who's going to freeze that puck and take the faceoff with 11:09 to go in the first period. Some more Happy Mother's Day announcements. Happy Mother's Day to Amanda, all the way out in Arizona. The mother of... Oh, I know what this one's about. The mother of 2 sweet doggies, Zoe and Violet. That's from Alex. His last name may or may not be Reed. I won't confirm or deny that. But he certainly wants to wish a happy doggy Mother's Day to Amanda all the way out in the desert in Arizona. And I want to do that as well. So happy Mother's Day to all of you. Plus, I have a pair of Happy Mother's Days. I have a Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Joyce Zerkel, who is not listening somewhere in the mountains of North Carolina. And also to my stepmom, Helen, who is a second mom to me, who is probably also not listening. But it doesn't mean they don't love me. It just means they have other things to do. She is up in greater Boston. So we want to wish all of you mothers out there, including my 2 moms, a very happy Mother's Day. Faceoff is in the Jacksonville zone, right side of Charles Williams. It comes free to the Icemen. Saraceno for Voyer. Voyer will try to gain the line, but it's going to be a delayed offside on a deflection. Wheeling takes possession. Patrick McNally, left wing side in his own end, defended by Lodermeyer. McNally tries to gain center ice. His clearing attempt was blocked. It comes right back to him. And it is Cockrell forehanding in behind the net of Williams. Jacksonville out shooting Wheeling 5-4, but the Nailers have a power play goal for the lead. And now a steal from Wheeling. Binkley with a blocked shot as Killens tries to backhand it up the wall. Held in again by the Nailers. It comes loose for the Icemen. Binkley makes no mistake this time. He'll knock it off the glass and out. No icing here as Jacksonville gets a line change. Michael Propavesis, D-to-D for Jesse Lees on the right wing. Up ahead, Michael Kim steps up, trying to knock the puck free, but the Nailers still play it into the zone. Trevor Hamilton up the right wing. It's Abbott Gerdukis. Gerdukis through the neutral zone. He'll get to center ice and play it into the corner of the Wheeling zone. Propavesis for Lees. And a clean breakout from the Nailers. Jacksonville's forecheck has not really gotten in there just yet. That is a big part of their game, but there hasn't been a whole bunch of it yet in this game. Instead, it's Wheeling's forecheck that's actually done a really good job keeping it in, and they do exactly that right now. Centering feed goes off a skate. It deflects to Charles Williams. He'll take the face-off, and we will take a break. 9:35 to go in period number 1. It's the Nailers on top, 1-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
The Icemen trail 1-0 here on home ice. Wheeling scoring on the power play. Nate Rivera, his 12th goal of the season. And the Icemen with a tremendous opportunity for the weekend against the last place Nailers, but Wheeling won last night and they have the lead early, but it's Jacksonville into the zone. Gignac in the high slot, onto his forehand, wrister sticked aside by Starrett. Rebound goes to the Nailers. It is Duchesne behind his net with Christopher Brown forechecking, but the Nailers work it free, and it comes free for a breakaway. Watling, forehand, score, and it's 2-0. Patrick Watling with 4 goals yesterday and another one today. Wheeling with an airmail pass over the head of the Jacksonville defense, and Watling gloved it down to his stick onside. It is 2-0 Nailers on a clean breakaway from Patrick Watling, beating Charles Williams clean to the stick side. No deke, just a forehand. And the time of the goal at 10:45, and the Icemen really having problems right now. 6 goals for Patrick Watling against the Icemen this year. He only has 12 all year. Half of them are in 4 games against Jacksonville, as the Icemen try to keep the puck in the zone. It is Voyer kicking it loose for Saracino. As the Icemen do keep it in the zone, at least for the time being. It goes into the corner for Alex Olivier Voyer. Voyer slides it into the right wing side. Bradford tries to step up. Cedarholm steps up, but the Nailers again work it out of the zone. The Icemen in a 2-0 hole early on in this game. Bradford looks to knock it loose for Voyer. Voyer will play it into the Wheeling zone. Adam Smith has it there. And it's going to be the Nailers behind their own net. Patrick McNally, left wing side. Nate Rivera deflects into the zone. This Nailer team is playing with a ton of confidence right now. Riker Killens avoids a double check, has to, a double team, I should say. Has to 360 to get away from it, and now it's Jake Elmer into the zone. Wrist shot from the circle. Save is made by Starrett, no rebound. And the draw will be in the Nailer zone to the left side of Shane Starrett. All hope is not lost by any means, guys. This is very, very early in the game. Wheeling, this is kind of their MO. Maybe not the 2-0 lead, but they are an offensive-minded team, but they allow a lot of goals too. Case in point last night, that was a Wheeling-Nailor kind of game, not a Jacksonville kind of game. But the Nailers are certainly susceptible defensively, and I do not expect 2 goals to be enough for the Nailers today. As the Icemen win the draw, it comes back to the blue line. Riker Killens bounces it into the zone. Wheeling tries to knock it back out at the blue line, held in by Derek Lodermeyer, but the Nailers have it once more. They'll feed it to the right wing side, and it is Sylvester looking for Winquist up the left wing side. He was open, and a steal from the Icemen. Ake, right wing circle, wrist shot, save is made, no rebound. Ake's shot was deflected by Jesse Lees, and that really took all the steam out of that shot. So the Icemen are getting some opportunities, but that was well done defensively by Jesse Lees that time. Mike Zmatula comes on with Aaron Nazarian and Abbott Gerdukis. Jacksonville still out shooting Wheeling 8-5 in this first period, but the scoreboard indicates otherwise. Nailers win the faceoff. Again, they'll airmail it, looking for Courtnall, defended by Hamilton. Nazarian flips it ahead. Gerdukis tries to glove it onto his stick. Got a piece of it, but not enough to maintain control. And the Nailers now with an errant pass that goes by everybody. It's going to be icing against Wheeling, and we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Icemen. 7:21 to go in period number 1. It's Wheeling 2, Jacksonville nothing. And the Icemen will send out Eric Bradford with Nick Saraceno and Alex Olivier Voyer. Head coach Jason Christie juggled his lines going into this game, had to in part. Wasey Rabbit placed on injured reserve today after suffering an injury last night. And he looks like he's even juggled them from the opening face-off of this game as Jacksonville has the face-off. It is Voyer. Tries to knock it away from a double team. He got hit from behind. No call there as the Nailers play it out to center ice. The Icemen are trying to find some open ice. They've been unable to do so, at least in the offensive end. Jacob Cederholm now for Jacob Friend. Friend cross ice. Bradford can't take it off the wall, but he gets a piece of it and steals it for Voyer. Voyer, wrister on net, and a save made by Starrett. Rebound will come to his left. Alex Olivier Voyer again. Big forward, 6'2", 190. Had a conversation with the play-by-play announcer of the Providence Bruins, or at least a chat, I should say, Austin Rook, earlier, just asking about his game. He says he's a rugged winger, plays physical. He can drop the gloves. Played kind of a third-line role for them, but he is a first-line talent for sure. And he showed it there with that shot from the right circle, and look for more out of him today. As the Icemen win another draw in the offensive zone, but they can't get it away. Here comes Wheeling, trying to catch Jacksonville in transition again. Jostling to the forehand. It deflects, and a great save made by Williams. It deflected towards the opposite post, and Williams actually had to reach out with his goaltender's stick to keep it away. His body was moving to the left side, but on the deflection, the puck came to his opposite pipe, and he had to just play the goaltender's stick. That was really all that he had there. Sort of had to flip the stick around. It was not moving very fast, but still difficult. Wheeling wins the draw, and all alone it is jostling. Somehow split a couple of defenders for Jacksonville. His shot goes wide on the play, and the Icemen fortunate there. Michael Kim up ahead. Can't clear it out yet. They'll get another crack at it with Michael Kim on his backhand. Chipping it off glass, held in by Wheeling briefly. Kim finally gets it away. Gerdukis gives it up, and the Nailers right back into the zone. Trevor Hamilton behind his own net for the Icemen. Up the left side, it is Nazarian flipping it ahead, trying to set up Zmatula. Zmatula will rim it around. Starrett unable to block it behind the net. Nailers can't clear it either. Nazarian with the steal. Nazarian can't center. Tries to knock it away from Austin Fighton, but Fighton has it on the forehand. Defended by Nazarian, but the Nailers keep control of it. Puck bounces over the blue line and out to center. Jacob Cederholm for Voyer. Voyer on his backhand, knocked off the puck by Wheeling. Couldn't get the backhander away. He had some pretty good speed there as Cederholm takes the body on a man. Puck is still at the blue line and in the zone. Now it's out. Wheeling got it free. And it's going to be Jacksonville taking over inside their own line. Jacob Friend for Pascal Ake. And the French connection line, this is the line that I was waiting to see if it was going to happen, and it is there. Brandon Gignac, Pascal Ake, Alex Olivier Voyer, all on the ice right now. All three of them from Quebec as the Icemen have it in their own zone. Pass from Killens is picked off, however, and the Nailers clear it in. This is going to be icing against Wheeling. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the first period. So Jason Christie just looking for the right combination up front. Not sure if we'll continue to see that line, but the Icemen need a spark. It's Eric Bradford this time with Nick Saraceno and Jake Elmer. And the Nailers have won the draw. They'll play it out to center. It's batted out of the air by the Icemen. Delayed offside is waved off, and that allows Wheeling Plenty of time to work through center ice, only to give it up to Nick Saraceno. Saraceno over the blue line. Elmer cuts towards net. He is open, but he couldn't put the puck onto his stick. It was caught between his skates instead. He would have been wide open. He was beaver tailing for the pass. He got the pass, just not right on the tape where it needed to be. And the Icemen now try and clear out of their own zone, and they can't do it yet. Wheeling in deep, looking for the backhander, and they score again. It's 3-0 as Jesse Lees gets this goal. 4:25 to go in the first period. And Jesse Lees has made it 3-0 for the Nailers. And every time the Icemen think that they've got some pressure, Wheeling just comes right back. They've got plenty of space on the open side, and Jesse Lees backhands it inside the short side post to the blocker side of Charles Williams. And the Icemen now have to come from 3-0 down. For Jesse Lees, that is goal number 9 on the season. Time of the goal at 15:35. I'm curious to see if Jacksonville's head coach Jason Christie elects to change goaltenders. He did not here, but perhaps at the end of the period as the Icemen get a chance towards goal. But that shot is blocked. Wheeling was there defensively as well. Nailers come back with Courtnall, rubbed out of the play by Michael Kim. Kim for Hamilton behind his own net. Up the boards and out to center ice where the Nailers have it once more. They'll forehand it into the Jacksonville zone. Hamilton moves it right to left for Kim. Nazarian deflects into the Wheeling zone. Lodermeyer gives chase. The Icemen need something to feel good about right now. They trail 3-0. A hit from Hamilton, and Watling is hurt. He really felt that one on his knee, but we play on as the Icemen have the puck at center ice. Gignac with Ake. Gignac flying into the zone, backhander off the side of the net. He gets it back and looks for a trailer. Finds it in Cederholm at the right point. Cederholm with a wrister. It's deflected over the crossbar. Gignac gets it back. Gignac in the left wing corner. Passes for Ake behind the net. Ake for Voyer. Voyer behind the net for Gignac. Gignac back for Voyer. All alone is Ake, and what a save by Starrett. Great save there to keep it 3-0. The Icemen are buzzing in the zone. Cederholm for Friend at the left point. Wrist shot's deflected wide by the Icemen. Wheeling looks to clear out, and Cederholm is unable to keep it in. It goes back into the Jacksonville zone for Jacob Friend. An excellent shift from this line of Brandon Gignac, Pascal Ake, and the newcomer Alex Olivier Voyer. But Shane Starrett making a huge save to keep this one 3-0. The Icemen really needed that one with 2:44 remaining in the first period. Jacksonville trailing 3-0. The Icemen have the puck. It is Killens shoveling it out of the zone. Foot race for the puck. McNally beats Gerdukis to it. He'll play it out to center. Binkley knocks it loose for Zmatula. Zmatula for Nazarian. He'll slide it in behind the Wheeling net. Starrett nearly gave it up to the forecheck of Abbott Gerdukis. Now it's Gerdukis in behind the Wheeling net trying to keep it moving along. Nazarian gets a piece of the puck. And he's hit from behind. Penalty coming. And let's see if the Icemen go after Adam Smith on the play. It's going to be a power play for the Icemen. Their first of the afternoon with 2:12 to go in the period. And this is critical. Boarding is the call. I believe it's going to be Adam Smith heading to the box. We'll take a break with 2:12 to go in the first period. The Icemen, a shaky start, but a power play to try and come back here. It's a 3-0 game in favor of the Wheeling Nailers. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
First power play of the day for Jacksonville. Wheeling has had one already, and they did score on it. In fact, that was the opening goal of this game. Now it's the Icemen who need to try and find a way for a comeback here against Wheeling. In a game where nobody else in the Eastern Conference is playing, this is one of their games in hand, but those games in hand only matter if you get the 2 points. And Jacksonville's got to find a way back into this one. On the power play, it's Brandon Gignac, Christopher Brown, Pascal Ake. At the blue line, it's Trevor Hamilton with Nick Saraceno. Wheeling wins the draw. They'll play it ahead, trying to clear it out, but it's stolen by Hamilton. Walks in and fires, and scores! And scores! It's 3-1. Trevor Hamilton puts the Icemen on the board. The goal light didn't go on, so I had to hesitate whether it was going to be a goal or not. Referee Kyle Leakin was right on top of it. That puck went in and out of the net so fast, I was worried that it went off the post. And I wonder if Wheeling will possibly argue, but we'll see if we can find it on the replay, possibly. No, it was definitely in, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Trevor Hamilton gets the power play goal. It only took 9 seconds, and Jacksonville's on the board, and we'll see if that starts the comeback at 17:58 of period number 1. And here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Iceman goal, a power play goal, scoring his 4th goal of the season, number 47, Trevor Hamilton. Unassisted, time of the goal, 17 minutes, 58 seconds. Once again, your Iceman unassisted power play goal, scored by number 47, Trevor Hamilton.
So it's Trevor Hamilton unassisted as the Icemen break a play up at center ice. They have a 2-on-1. Lodermeyer, 3-on-1. Lodermeyer on the right wing has the puck. He'll take the shot. He'll score! Derek Lodermeyer makes it 3-2. And the Icemen right back in it, and now they're the team with the momentum. It was a 3-on-1 for the Icemen as a Wheeling player fell down in the neutral zone. Lodermeyer carried the puck on the right wing side. He went shot all the way, beating Shane Starrett short side under the glove. And the Icemen have scored just seconds apart to make it 3-2 on Lodermeyer's 12th goal of the year. And here's Joe Massa again.
Second Iceman goal, scored by number 16, Derek Lodermeyer. Unassisted, time of the goal, 18 minutes, 32 seconds. Once again, your unassisted Iceman goal, scored by number 16, Derek Lodermeyer. Time of the goal, 18:32.
So the Icemen scoring just seconds apart. Derek Lodermeyer unassisted, Trevor Hamilton unassisted. As the Nailers now try a shot towards goal, but that goes wide. We're down to the final minute of period number 1, and another wild first period. It's almost like a carryover from last night's 8-5 final score. As the Icemen try to clear the puck out of their zone, they'll move it up the wing for Abbott Gerdukis. Gerdukis gains center ice. Nazarian tries to play it to the blue line, but he loses it from there. Jacksonville has it now at their own blue line. Jacob Cederholm, D-to-D for Jason Binkley. Binkley plays it in deep with 27 seconds to go in the period. And the Icemen with the steal. It is Voyer trying to knock it free. To the blue line for Binkley. Binkley will rim it around for Ake behind the Wheeling net. Turns to his forehand, tries to feed it in front. It comes to the blue line. Binkley has a man go down. Binkley, somebody caught a puck to the face for Wheeling. That was Brady Tomlak. So he went down and the clock stops with 9.8 seconds to go. It was a puck to the ear, I believe, of Brady Tomlak. And the Icemen were buzzing. They wanted to try and tie this game before the intermission. And wouldn't that have been something? They still have a chance with a face-off with 9.8 seconds to go. I didn't see any blood from Brady Tomlak. Just caught a puck to the ear. Certainly not comfortable by any means. Those two Icemen goals were just 34 seconds apart. Trevor Hamilton at 17:58. Derek Lodermeyer at 18:32. Brandon Gignac on the faceoff. The French connection is out there with Alex-Olivier Voyer and Pascal Ake. Trevor Hamilton and Michael Kim, the defenseman. The Icemen win the draw, but it goes by Hamilton and out into the Jacksonville zone 4 seconds to go. Michael Kim plays it behind the net, and that will do it. So the Icemen trail. It's 3-2, but I don't mind right now. All the momentum is with Jacksonville right now. Wheeling bolted out to a 3-0 lead. Power play goals from Nick Rivera, Patrick Watling, and Jesse Lees made it 3-0. And with less than 4 minutes to go in the period, things were looking bleak for the Icemen, but Jacksonville gets a power play late. They score almost immediately after the power play starts. Trevor Hamilton unassisted on a wrist shot from the inside of the right circle. His 4th goal of the year, unassisted at 17:58. And then the Nailers with a turnover in the neutral zone. That sent the Icemen away on a 3-on-1 breakout, and Derek Lodermeyer took it himself, called his own number, and fired it again from the inside of the right circle, beating Shane Starrett low to the glove side. Another unassisted goal for Jacksonville, Lodermeyer's 12th of the season, and those 2 goals were just 34 seconds apart. So Jacksonville with all kinds of momentum, although they do trail by a score of 3-2. Shots on goal in that first period, Jacksonville with 12, Wheeling with 8, and the Icemen down by a goal, but they are the team that feels awful good about things right now. And now it just comes down to a locker room talk of, guys, we have got to settle down defensively and not allow so many grade A chances right in front of our goaltender, Charles Williams, because that's what they've been doing. They've got to tighten up, something that they had been doing for the last dozen games in a row before this weekend. It's something that they are certainly capable of, that they have been very good at. They just need to find their game once again defensively. If they can do that, we may be looking at a 3-goal comeback victory for the Jacksonville Icemen by the time that this is all said and done. We will take a break and return in a couple minutes. When we do, it will be Barry Schickling and ECHL week from this past week around the league. Your score after 1, the Wheeling Nailers 3, the Jacksonville Icemen 2. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission round, the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 90-SPIN Hockey. Feel the freeze. The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way.
You may recall the last time the playoffs were held in 2019. Tulsa made it to the last game of the Western Conference Final before being eliminated by Toledo. The captain then, and now, is Adam Pleskach, and his duty is to make sure that the team knows and understands what's involved in getting back to the playoffs.
It's that type of stuff at this time of year when you're in this race, you know. It's not the spot we want. I think probably 4 months ago, it was like, guys, we need to get these points. When there's 15 games left, we're not worrying about this, but whether you like it or not, we're in this spot.
The league is so tight. As a team, we're just kind of we're trying to approach every game with the mentality that we need to win it.
I mean, in any team, everyone knows the situation they're in, right? So everyone knows that we're in a battle here. We're in a spot. Race works, but
close. We match up very differently against each team. Kansas City, Utah, and Rapid City. Like we've had games where we've really taken it to them. We've matched up well against them, and we've had games where we've kind of struggled for whatever given reason. But the talent is so good in the league this year that it's no game is
collect points, whether that's getting 2 each night or even pushing games to overtime, because every point matters, especially for the win percentage.
There's no debating what the Oilers have to do to be able to get that final playoff spot. The question is, will they be able to do it?
Cross fingers if everything goes right and we do make playoffs. We've kind of been competing in that and in that mindset for the last month, right? So you might be able to catch a team off guard that's kind of been sitting at the top for the last little while, maybe steal a game or two and put them on their heels, right? So that'd be the ideal situation, and hopefully something like that can happen.
The guys are working hard every day, and the guys are dialed in. We got a good group of guys, a good group of glue guys, keeping the guys together and focused. So we have full intentions of a first round matchup with whoever it ends up in first. Obviously we're all fighting for the 4th spot. I don't think any of us are getting the 3rd spot, so we're all kind of just we talk about, how would this matchup be for this and that, so we're amped up for playoffs.
A couple of unusual stories in today's news from around the ECHL.
The Utah Grizzlies and forward Travis Barron had a big night on Tuesday, a getting into the record book kind of night. Barron scored 4 goals, 3 of which were shorthanded, tying an ECHL record. Teammate Ty Lewis also scored while the Grizzlies were down a man, giving the team 4 shorties for the night. That also tied an all-time league mark. In a crucial battle for that final Western Conference berth, Utah took the game from Rapid City 5-3. Barron is under contract to the NHL's Colorado Avalanche. And speaking of the NHL, not many players make their major league debut at the age of 28, but a longtime ECHL goaltender, Michael Hauser, has played his first 2 NHL games for the Buffalo Sabres and won them both. Hauser, who has more than 200 ECHL games under his belt, mostly with Cincinnati, made 34 saves in a 4-2 win over the New York Islanders in his NHL debut on Monday. The next night, he made 45 saves for a 4-3 shootout victory, also over the Isles. He's the first Buffalo goalie to win his first 2 starts for the team in over 20 years. Hauser's last pro game prior to the wins for the Sabres was for the Cyclones on March 7th of 2020 when he shut out Toledo 1-0. By the way, the backup goaltender to Hauser both nights early this week was Stefanos Lakis, who's played 11 games for the Fort Wayne Komets this season, including as recently as April 10th.
Preparations have begun for a big event scheduled for next season. Details next on ECHL Week.
Routines like staying active or talking to friends can help keep you centered. For more tips, visit coping-19.org.
One of the ECHL teams not in action this season is the Toledo Walleye, but that doesn't mean they're not busy. We recently spoke with General Manager Neil Newcomb, who talked about how difficult it was to make the decision not to ice a team this year.
We wrote it out as long as we could. I can't stress enough in terms of our peers around the ECHL that allowed us that time. We had a lot of optimism and hope that with the vaccines that we're going to be rolling out, that perhaps that was going to be a positive thing for us. And once we got to that first part of January, the reality of that happening just wasn't going to be the case. And we couldn't overcome the limitations that were put upon us, and that was no more than 300 people inside the arena.
Winterfest, the ECHL's second foray into outdoor play, is scheduled for December. It's going to be a very memorable event.
The plan is to have it back here in December, and there is a lot of heavy lifting that happens. Great staff and people that are here that work with the walleye, and also on the mud hen side, because that event will happen here at the ballpark, and there's a lot of effort that gets put into it. But you know what? We had such success the first go around. About 60,000 people who came downtown to Toledo to the ballpark over a 10-day period. With that success, we're actually going to extend Winterfest a little bit longer and make it more of almost a 2-week period from December 17th through the 31st. So included there is the 2 walleye games the day after Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, which will be a first for us. We've never hosted a New Year's Eve game before. So we're looking forward to that.
Of course, Winterfest isn't just about the walleye in the ECHL. It's a celebration of hockey. And it's likely that tens of thousands of fans will get an opportunity to take part.
It's just really, if you're a hockey fan, and it's just a great time. And even if you're not, I came across so many people that came out to Winterfest, even for like open skates that were available to the general public. They're out here at midnight going skating at the ballpark on an ice rink, and and for them, they just got off the second shift of work or whatever, and may have never been to the ballpark, may have never been exposed to the walleye before, but at the same time, it was cool for them to do something like that.
And when the puck drops this autumn in Toledo for the first time in a year and a half, just like it will in many other ECHL cities, it's going to be a wonderful day.
It'll be a special time, and our hope really is that, can we be back close to that 100% capacity? Because I think when that puck drops on November 6th, the Huntington Center is going to be rocking.
It's time for our regular highlight check. Here's the best of the week. Here's Aaron Luchuk, one of the league's top scorers, showing why with this deft redirection in a victory against the Stingrays. Liam Pecoraro of Greenville earns an assist here, showing some serious puck handling prior to his dish to teammate Frank DeChara for a goal.
A goal on the backdoor on the power play. It's Frankie D on the board for Greenville.
Here's a strange one. We can tell you that Peter Quenville of Rapid City gets this one into the net. We can't tell you how. But it gave the Rush an OT victory against Kansas City. One more OT winner. This is Alan Spencer Osachuk with a nice redirection to give the Americans a Western Conference win over Wichita. And finally, newly acquired Fort Wayne goaltender Trevor Gorsuch makes a boo-boo handling the puck. But not to worry for the Comets. He gets back to the crease in time to make the save in this game at Wheeling. That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow us and like us on all of our social media channels. We appreciate that. Keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the ECHL. Some other good stuff on there too. See you next time. Take care.
And Barry, thank you so much as we are back in downtown Jacksonville at the Publix rink on Publix Sunday as the Icemen are wearing their Publix jerseys. And it's a 3-2 game after one period of play. Goals galore for the last 24 hours. Over the last 3 periods combined between these two teams, second and third period yesterday and first period today, there have been a combined 16 goals between the two clubs. Just remarkable so far. But the Icemen unfortunately lost last night. They are trailing right now, but Jacksonville is the team with momentum as they were down 3-0 and scored 2 goals in the final 2:02 of the first period to cut the gap to within 1. Before we get ready for the second period, I want to tell you about some of the transactions that the Icemen had before the game today. We've already told you about probably the biggest one, Alex Olivier Voyer being sent down by the Providence Bruins, and they expect him to close out the regular season here. But other things that happened today, including a couple of guys that got waived from the team. Both Keegan Howdashell and Calder Brooks both got waived by the Icemen today. Also, in terms of in the lineup, Wasey Rabbit placed on injured reserve today. The team captain is out of action for a couple of weeks now, it looks like. So he should be eligible for playoff time, but he is out today. Also, Travis Howe not suiting up today. Croy Evingson out today. In their place, Derek Lodermeyer and Jacob Cederholm. Other scratches today, Chase Harrison, Jacob Panetta, Brendan Miller, who is still out with an injury after Friday, and Craig Martin also out. Teams switch sides. We are underway. Second period. The Icemen down 3-2, and here comes Gignac with a forehand. Got hassled from behind by Austin Fighton. Couldn't get that shot on goal, and now it's the Nailers coming back with a 2-man rush. They'll forehand it in behind the net of Charles Williams, who is still in there. Wheeling from the top of the left circle. A slap shot is blocked. Comes for Ake, tapping it loose, and the Icemen get it away. They nearly had a 2-on-1 breakout. Stick up high, and it's going to be a penalty coming on the Icemen. Brandon Gignac is going to go for a high stick, or interference, I guess, call it what you will. Gignac upset with the call. I'm not sure why, but it's going to be a power play for Wheeling. Maybe he's just frustrated because the Icemen were so close to a 2-on-1 breakout there. They just couldn't quite get that final touch of the puck to move it ahead. And instead of a 2-on-1 odd man rush potentially to tie the game, now Jacksonville is shorthanded, where the Nailers are already 1-for-1 on the power play. Wheeling came into this weekend last in the league on the power play, and they still are 14th overall at 13.7%, but they have scored 3 power play goals in the last 24 hours against Jacksonville, and the Nailers win the faceoff as well. They won a lot of faceoffs, especially in the offensive zone. Jacksonville does get a steal, however. Jacob Friend, very poised play to pass the puck to Derek Lodermeyer, who will play it the length of the ice. Starrett knocks it behind his net for Jesse Lees, and that is where Wheeling will set up deep in their own zone. Abbott Gerdukis and Derek Lodermeyer, your penalty killers for the Icemen. McNally gains center ice, then he'll drop it back for Lees. Lees has one of the goals today for the Nailers. Wheeling into the zone. Ryan jostling at the left face-off circle. He's got all day, and a shot is deflected just wide on the play. He had a lot of space there as the Nailers hold it in the zone. McNally, center point, defended by Gerdukis. Moving it cross ice, Alfaro gives it up to Gerdukis, and Gerdukis will fly it all the way down to the goaltender, Starrett, who skates way out of his net. Saraceno tries to get it free from him, and Starrett will sweep it behind the net to avoid any danger. But the Icemen nearly caught a very fortuitous bounce there as a man goes down for Jacksonville. No call there as the Icemen try to clear it away, and they do. Man goes down again, no call. Saraceno got spilled on the play. And the fans are getting a little more frustrated. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Not much doing thus far from the Nailers. They get it to the blue line. Not much further. Saraceno tries to clear it out. Michael Kim will clear it out. So a strong penalty kill. And if you kill this, then the Icemen will gain even a little more momentum. As they, again, were down 3-0 late in the first period, but they've come to 3-2 now. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Tapped away by Zmatula, back to the Wheeling line. Nailers get it back. It is Winquist over the blue line. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Centering feed from Sylvester, deflects to the near side boards. Winquist has it for Wheeling. He'll play it into the corner. Sylvester tries a sharp angle shot. He goes off the glass and all the way into the Wheeling zone, and there goes Gignac giving chase against Miller. Gignac out of the box. He's first on the puck. Tries to center. It's deflected away. He had Nazarian open, but Wheeling got a stick in the passing lane, and now it's the Nailers' right-hand side. Jesse Lees to the backhand, and is deflected just wide on the play. Jesse Lees, offensive-minded defenseman for the Stingrays, and he nearly got another opportunity. Just talking to Wheeling's broadcaster, DJ Abasalad, between periods, telling me that Jesse Lees, as a defenseman, has 8 goals in the last 11 games. As a man goes down for Jacksonville, again, where's the interference call? I'm curious. Could have been an easy interference call against Wheeling, as Gignac plays it deep into the Wheeling zone. It's 3-2. The Nailers are on top. Early minutes of the second period. And the Icemen send out Derek Lodermeyer with Pascal Ake and Alex Olivier Voyer. Jacob Friend breaks a play up at center ice. Ake just a little too late to feed that puck cross ice, and the Nailers break it up and play it into the zone. Friend first on the puck for the Icemen. Takes a hit from behind, right in front of the goaltender, right of the referee rather. Penalty coming now, and who's this going to be on? Is this on the Nailers? I believe it's on Josh Winquist for hooking. But let me make absolutely sure. I just didn't see Wheeling touch the puck. That's what made me wonder. But it will be a penalty on Josh Winquist. And the Icemen now with the chance to even the score with the man advantage. Jacksonville 1 for 1 on the power play today. Trevor Hamilton got the unassisted power play goal. And the Icemen will send out Brandon Gignac with Pascal Ake and Trevor Hamilton, and Christopher Brown up front. The Icemen win the draw. It is Saraceno for Gignac at the left circle. Gignac to the blue line for Hamilton. Gignac gets it back, plays it down low, deflected puck. It goes across the blue paint all the way to the Nailers. They'll skate out, possible 2-on-1. Looking for the centering feed, deflected away by Hamilton. Excellently done defensively by Hamilton as the puck lands on the back of the net, not on the top of it, just sort of behind the net. And it got stuck kind of underneath the apron. So they had to blow the play dead, and I think that's going to be a defensive zone draw now for the Icemen. Quick line change for the Icemen, as they'll send out Mike Zmatula with Abbott Gerdukas and Eric Bradford. Derek Lodermeyer stays on the ice as well. I'm a little surprised that the Icemen are going with 4 forwards with the faceoff being in their zone. The lone defenseman is Riker Killens. Jacksonville does win the draw, and it's Killens with it behind his own net. Still a minute 34 on this power play. Bradford drops it back. It is Gerdukas. Turns away from a man. Now tries to knock it free for Bradford. Bradford will rim it around. Smatula first on the puck. He'll kick it behind the net looking for Lodermeyer. Miller on his backhand. Get it away from Bradford. The Icemen try to avoid a double team. They knock it free for Gerdukas. In the slot, it's Killens with a wrister that is blocked. Great setup, but a great block by Austin Fighton for the Nailers. It is Bradford keeping it in. Gerdukas at the left wing half boards. Underneath for Lodermeyer, behind the goal line. Gerdukas now at the line. Moves to the dot and feeds it to the line for Bradford. 54 seconds on the power play. Gerdukas with a wrister. It's deflected behind the net. Zmatula gets it free for Lodermeyer. Bradford at the left point. Can he keep it in? No. It bounced off of his stick and out to center ice. Jacksonville right back in. Snapshot into the zone. Nailers are first on the puck. They'll play it off the boards, and Shane will drive it around the wall and out. Killens taps it away, and the Nailers move it a little further into Jacksonville's zone. 30 seconds to go on the power play. It's Gerdukas waiting for a line change to complete, and he'll backhand it around the boards. Miller for the Nailers, up the boards and by everybody. One last chance for the Icemen on the power play. Michael Kim has the puck for Gignac. Gignac on his backhand, feeds Hamilton. Clean entry into the zone. Hamilton's tripped up, penalty coming. It's on the Nailers again. A very brief 5-on-3 power play for the Icemen. They'll have it for 9 seconds. And it's going to be another chance for the Icemen. The Icemen will send out Christopher Brown at center with Pascal Ake and Brandon Gignac. Love to see the Icemen score in less than 9 seconds here with the 5-on-3. If they can, they would stay on the power play. At the blue line, it is Hamilton. Moves it to the right side for Saraceno. Gignac back for Hamilton with a one-timer that is blocked. Wheeling does get one man back, but Jacksonville's still on the power play. Ake's pass picked off, and here come the Nailers. Winquist shorthanded, defended by Saraceno, who's a forward. Winquist barrels the net, crashing the net, but it goes wide on the play, and the Icemen get it back. Hamilton for Brown in the neutral zone. Brown drops it all the way back to Gignac in his own end. Deking away from Rivera, dangles by another man and another. Tries to knock it in front. It is deflected, and it rolls to Starrett, who will cover it up for the draw. What moves there from Brandon Gignac, but he couldn't complete the final pass. Faceoff will come to the left side of Shane Starrett. 13:43 to go in the second period. 1:23 to go on this power play for Jacksonville. Their second in succession as the Icemen look to overcome a 3-0 deficit and even the score here. They're already down just by 1. But they need one more to draw back to level. Derek Lodermeyer takes this draw for the Icemen. Still 4 forwards out there along with Riker Killens. Lodermeyer wins this draw. It's Killens at the right point. Rister in a screen. Save is made by Starrett. He saw it all the way, just ate it up in his midsection, and we'll take another draw. Lodermeyer will try and win another one. Lodermeyer made the score 3-2 late in period number 1. He wins another faceoff. Well done by the rookie there. Killens looks for a shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Swept wide as Starrett made a couple of saves. Puck comes free to the Nailers, and they'll backhand it the length of the ice. So Jacksonville getting more opportunities, but it stays 3-2. Exactly a minute to go on this power play for Jacksonville. Killens up the right wing for Zmatula. Easily into the zone on the right wing. Zmatula drops it to the line for Killens at the right point. Cross ice it is Bradford. Killens gets it back. Rister in a screen. Save is made. Rebounds available. And then it is going to be covered up by Starrett. It was underneath the feet of Mike Zmatula, but he couldn't kick it onto his stick in time, and Starrett was able to grab it with the glove. Good looking power play here, but not enough to equalize yet. Jacksonville will send out Christopher Brown with Brandon Gignac and Pascal Ake. Nick Saraceno on the ice as a fourth forward with Trevor Hamilton. And the Nailers win this faceoff. They'll move it to the forehand side and wrist it 200 feet. Williams will leave the puck there for Hamilton. 36 seconds to go on the power play. Hamilton right up the middle, dropping it back for Gignac, who gets some speed through the neutral zone. Over the blue line, it's Brown on the right wing. Brown at the circle, drops it to the blue line. Hamilton just holds it in. Great play. Saraceno at the left side for Gignac. Gignac back to the line for Hamilton. Saraceno at the circle. Wrist shot is saved, and the rebound for the Nailers. They'll clear it out. Maybe one final rush. Jacksonville up to 16 shots on goal to only 8 for Wheeling. But the Icemen still trailing by 1. 3-2 is your score. Out of the penalty box comes Cody Sylvester as the Icemen are into the zone. Gignac got spun around. No call that time as the puck is loose and the Icemen trying to keep it in the zone, and they do. It is going to be Michael Kim, left wing circle. Tries to throw it in front. All alone is Brown. He'll score! The Icemen have come from 3-0 down to even it up at 3 with 12:07 to go in the second period. An Icemen player went down. The fans wanted a penalty, but it wouldn't have mattered because the Icemen end up scoring anyway. As Christopher Brown has his 3rd goal in the last 2 days. More importantly, the Icemen have come all the way back from a 3-goal deficit, and it is deadlocked at 3. Here's Joe Massa.
Iceman goal, scoring his 11th goal of the season. Number 10, Christopher Brown. assisted by number 8, Michael Kim. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 53 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal.
And here is the Icemen trying to get back at center ice. Man goes down again behind the play. No call as Jacob Friend breaks the play up. Aaron Nazarian, while Joe was giving his announcement for the goal call, Nazarian made a tremendous defensive play as Wheeling was about to pull the trigger on a wrist shot from the slot, and Nazarian lifted a stick from behind, not allowing the shot to ever take place. That really was a critical play to keep the momentum going for the Icemen, as we have a delayed offside against Jacksonville. That allows Wheeling to take the puck, and the Icemen crowd now involved very much so, as Josh Winquist spins on Jacob Friend in the offensive zone. Jostling with a wrister, save is made by Williams, and it kind of falls inside his blocker to keep it a 3-3 game. Jacksonville with all the momentum right now. They've erased a 3-0 deficit. It's now all square. 3-3 is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound.
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
What a game we've got, second day in a row with these two clubs, the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. If you like offense, well, this is the place to be. Jacksonville trailing 3-0 in the first period, but they have now come all the way back. It's a 3-3 hockey game. Christopher Brown has just tied it up for the Icemen, and here comes Jacksonville again up the left wing side. Bradford couldn't quite get there ahead of Miller. It's knocked away, but the Icemen get it right back. Brown with a wrister. Blocker save is made by Starrett. Rebound for Bradford behind the net. Looking to go for Saraceno. It kicks back. Comes loose for Saraceno again, who chops at it and can't put it on net. And the Nailers will skate out to center. Playing it into the zone is Lawton Courtnall. Knocked free by the Icemen. It comes loose for Bradford behind his net. He'll rim it around. Saraceno deflects it away, and it goes all the way into the Nailer zone. No icing here. We'll play on with McNally in possession, defended by Voyer. Voyer got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it in. The Icemen get it back inside their own line. It's Michael Kim for Brandon Gignac. Gignac for Killens. Killens is over the line on the right. Cut it into the net, and a shot by Killens. Save made by Starrett. Rebound out to center. Voyer will give chase, and Voyer at the blue line loses it all alone as Wheeling, and a huge save made by Williams, keeping that puck out of the net and keeping it a 3-3 hockey game. Nailers get it back deep in their own zone. McNally around the wall, and a hit from Jacksonville, trying to knock it loose. Can they keep it in the zone? Not quite. McNally backhands it off the wall and out. Here come the Nailers again. Hamilton taking the body on a man, but the Nailers take the puck. Goss jostling with a backhander, tries the wraparound, can't get it to go. All Wheeling right now. Williams tries to freeze it, can't do it. Wraparound, denied by Williams. Rebound for the Icemen. Now it's Jacksonville the other way. Gignac with Voyer. Voyer offside on the play, as the Nailers were so close to regaining the lead. Jacksonville getting sloppy defensively again, but Charles Williams up to the task as we stay 3-3. And we'll take a break. We need a breath after those last few minutes. 9:24 to go in the second period. It's Jacksonville 3, Wheeling 3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and night? Then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
3-3 game, the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Midway through the second period, just past the midway point, in fact. Wheeling has the puck in their own zone. It's Sylvester out to center. Cedarholm tries to knock it back in, only to give it up, and now a steal from the Icemen. Nazarian into the zone for Gerdukas. Closes, fires, save is made. On the snapshot from the top of the right circle, Starrett able to hold on to it and freeze it for the draw. But a steal from Nazarian setting up Abbott Gerdukas, who has been red hot for really about 5-6 weeks now for the Icemen. And he's not the only one. The balanced scoring from Jacksonville has been so good lately. Aaron Nazarian, 42 points on the season, the team's leading scorer. He nearly had another point there. But we stay tied at 3. Mike Smatula completing the line. He'll be at center. Nailers win the draw. It's McNally off glass and out to center. Bouncing puck controlled by Cedarholm. Cedarholm for Smatula, trying to get onside, and they are. Smatula going wide on McNally, throws it in front, looking for the bank shot, and just holding it up against the post is going to be Shane Starrett. He wasn't so sure that he had it frozen against that post, but it was underneath his pad. And the Icemen continue to pepper the net there. Jacksonville up to 21 shots on goal now. Only 12 for Wheeling. Line change for the Icemen. Derek Lodermeyer now on at center with Nick Saraceno and Christopher Brown. Brown just tied the game on his last shift, just a few seconds after a power play had expired. Wheeling wins the faceoff. They do not clear. Brown holds it in. He'll flip it off the glass behind the net. Held in for Saraceno. Saraceno tries to get it to the blue line. It's poked away and out to center ice. Jacksonville gets it right back. Saraceno for Lodermeyer. He'll wrist it in cross corner. Brown gives chase against Duchesne, and Brown is first on the puck. Tries to kick it loose for Lodermeyer. Saraceno is there, working it to the blue line. Binkley with a shot. Blocker save is made. Rebound for Killens. The defenseman comes in deep. Wrister on goal, and another save by Starrett. And no rebound that time, but Killens nearly found that spot between the blocker and the body. Almost slipped it inside the short side. And the Icemen continue to pepper the net, now up to 23 shots on goal after those last 2. All the momentum belonging to the Icemen as the Southern French Connection line is back out there. Brandon Gignac, Pascal Ake, and Alex Olivier Voyer. And let's see if Voyer can factor into the Icemen taking their first lead of the afternoon on this Mother's Day. Faceoff is controlled by the Icemen. It is Gignac. Gignac tripped up on the play, no call. He'll play it down low. Voyer takes a hit in order to get it free for Ake. Turnaround shot and another save by Starrett. So more pressure from the Icemen. They've got about 5 shots on net in the last minute, I believe. But the draw will stay in the Wheeling zone with 8:03 remaining in the second. Gignac stays out there with his line mates in Voyer and Ake. At the blue line, top pairing, Trevor Hamilton and Michael Kim. Nailers win this faceoff. They'll flip it towards the blue line, just over the blue line, and out. It's a delayed offside. Jacksonville clears the zone and moves into forecheck. Jesse Lees for the Nailers, up the left wing. Gets by Voyer, feeds it ahead, and the Nailers are into the zone. Hamilton defends, tries to clear out, held in by Austin Fighton. Fighton for Rivera, who tries the bank shot from behind the goal line. Doesn't get it to go, loose in front, knocked away by Jacksonville. Voyer tries to glove it to his stick, and he does, knocking it ahead for Ake. Ake back for Voyer. Up the blue line, wrist shot is deflected, and it goes over the glass and out of play. That puck never could settle down, but it was well done by Voyer defensively there in front of his goaltender, gloving the puck away from a Wheeling player and ultimately gloving it onto his stick and knocking it ahead for Pascal Ake. And Jacksonville gets another offensive zone faceoff. They'll change lines. Mike Zmatula with Aaron Azarian and Abbott Gerdukis. Icemen win this one. Cederholm from the blue line. Misfires on his shot. The Nailers get it to center. Cederholm takes the body. His friend takes the puck. Friend gives it up. The Nailers are onside. 2-on-2 on the left wing circle. Wrist shot just wide from Sylvester. Comes all the way to the right point where it's held in behind the play. Jacob Friend has dropped the glove as Nazarian tries to steal at center ice. Friend picks the glove back up, and now Friend with a blocked shot as we have an offside call. What a bizarre exchange that was. Jacob Friend, I think, was trying to drop the mitts, but he didn't have an interested party. Now Cederholm shoves it a man after the whistle as well. Matt Miller exchanging some pleasantries with Cederholm. This whole weekend, we have not had a single fight, and really nothing even close to it, I would say, until just now. But it's playoff stretch time. There's not much time for those kind of things. You don't want to be shorthanded. You don't want to have an instigator penalty. You don't want to do something stupid to hurt your team. So this time of year is typically when the fights decrease significantly, especially when you've got an opponent that you have very little familiarity with, which is the case obviously here with Wheeling. Nailers have the puck at center ice. Wristing it around the wall is Adam Smith. Williams stays in his crease and lets it go. Nailers are on the puck. Their centering feed is deflected to the near side wall, and Jacksonville ends up with possession. Riker Killens behind his own net. Streaking up the left wing side. Indirect feed for Brown, who will tap it into the zone. Bradford gives chase against McNally. McNally lets the puck go by him in order for his teammate Jared Cockrell to take over. Wheeling softly out of their end. Deflected puck knocked free by the Icemen. Here comes Saraceno. Up the right wing it is Voyer just onto the ice. Voyer curls at the blue line. At the high slot. Got by one man but not by a second. Voyer was waiting for a line change, so he really had to try and do it alone there as the Nailers clear it out. Binkley. Stretch pass for Michael Kim. Pascal Ake has to give chase in his own zone. He'll play it off the end boards for Kim. And the Icemen poke it ahead for Gignac. Gignac for Ake. He's got Voyer with him. Ake into the zone. Backhander goes wide. Comes behind the net for Voyer. Voyer looking for Ake. Just tipped loose by the Nailers at the last moment. They'll play it to center. And Kim will drive it right back in. Propavesis for the Nailers. To the right side for Lees. Dangerous pass, but it goes off the leg and out to center for Wheeling. A big hit from Michael Kim on Lawton Courtnall as the Icemen give it up in their own zone. Trying to center, looking for Courtnall. This trailer on the play is Propavesis, and a save made by Williams. Wheeling gets it back, playing it underneath, and into the corner we go for Lawton Courtnall. Gignac with a poke check, knocking it free and a steal from the Icemen. Ake for Gerdukis. They are offside. Ake was in ahead, and now Ake and Lees will tangle with one another, and the gloves drop between Ake and Lees on the play. No fight, just the gloves. The linesman came in to separate before anything could happen. And we will take a break. I expect maybe roughing penalties from those two and nothing more as we go to break. 5:14 to go in the second period. It's Jacksonville 3, Wheeling 3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
It is going to be matching minors to Jesse Lees and Pascal Ake. So 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Typically, I would say that would be advantage Jacksonville, but last night it was not, as Wheeling scored on a 4-on-4 goal. As we look at a couple of highlights, if you're watching on flowhockey.tv, that's the game-tying goal right there from Christopher Brown. Set up by Michael Kim right in the slot. So 4-on-4 hockey right now as the Icemen look for their first lead of the game. Remember, they trailed 3-0, but they've come all the way back to a 3-3 game. That's where we are right now. And a steal from the Nailers. All alone, it is Jostling. Pokes at it towards net, and Williams is able to make what ultimately was an easy save. I thought it was going to be a point-blank chance, but Jostling just was fighting the puck the whole time. So Jacksonville fortunate as they gave up another prime opportunity in 4-on-4 play. Christopher Brown and Nick Saraceno are the forwards. Brown has really picked up his game lately. And he has the game-tying goal, and he also wins this faceoff. It is Hamilton, immediately hounded by the Wheeling forecheckers. Hamilton now double-teamed, but he kicks it loose to Kim. Kim starts the rush for Saraceno, and here come the Icemen. Three-man attack. Saraceno onside. Into the slot. Rister and a glove save made by Starrett. What a rush that was from Saraceno, going coast to coast. Danced around one Wheeling defender and got a snapshot away from this slot. Difficult for Starrett to read, but he's able to make the stop. 4:44 to go in the second period. 1:31 remaining on the 4-on-4 hockey. Faceoff is to the left of Starrett. Brown on the draw for Jacksonville against Matt Alfaro. And it is controlled by the Nailers and Alfaro. Chad Duchesne behind his own net. Brown waiting at the top of the crease as the Nailers give it up at the blue line. It's held in by Trevor Hamilton. Hamilton lets it go for Brown. Brown trying to tap it back for Hamilton. It squirts loose, but it belongs to Wheeling. Starrett has it for Matt Miller. Miller behind his own net as the Icemen try to complete a line change. Hamilton tries to get to the bench as well. Actually, he stays out there, but the other guys have changed up as Wheeling wristed in on net. Williams with an easy glove save. He'll hang on. And more sticks up high after the whistle. Killens and Alfaro tangled up this time. Killens giving up a few inches to the 6'2" Alfaro. Faceoff is in the Icemen zone. Derek Lodermeyer and Abbott Gerdukas are the forwards, along with Jacob Cederholm and Jason Binkley. Jacksonville controls this one. It is Binkley behind his own net. Man goes down for Jacksonville off the puck as Binkley cannot feed Lodermeyer for the pass. It goes out to center ice instead. Wheeling drifts back into their own zone. Michael Propavesis looking for Wingquist, and then over the line it is Watling giving it up to the Icemen. Lodermeyer knocks it off the end boards. Gerdukas taps it away and out to center. Lodermeyer gives chase against Propavesis, and he wins it, and he's tripped up, and there's a penalty coming. What effort from Derek Lodermeyer there. Had he not been tripped up, it may have been a breakaway. But he took it away from Michael Propavesis, the former Icemen defenseman, and sets up a 4-on-3 power play for the Icemen for another 28 seconds. It'll be a full 2-minute power play, but it's 4-on-3 for 28 seconds. So a ton of open ice out there for Jacksonville to work with in effort to try and take their first lead of the day. They've got Brandon Gignac, Aaron Nazarian, and Alex Olivier Voyer on the ice. Trevor Hamilton is the only man at the blue line. Critical face-off here, and Jacksonville controls it cleanly. Hamilton at the top of the blue line for Voyer. Feeding it back for Hamilton. Right circle, it's Gignac. Back for Hamilton. Hamilton lost the handle briefly, but gets it right back. Gignac at the right circle. Closes to the dot and fires and scores! Brandon Gignac has just put Jacksonville on top for the first time today. They've come all the way back from 3-0 down. It's now Jacksonville 4, Wheeling 3 on the power play. A great celly there from Gignac as well, as Starrett had that leak through him. I think that might be one he'd like to have back. But Brandon Gignac gets the goal at 16:35, and the Icemen, for the first time, have the lead. It's 4-3 with a power play goal. Here is Joe Massa again.
Both teams back at full strength.
Oh, we'll have to have your goal announcement in a little bit. He needed to announce that both teams were at full strength now as Jacksonville gets it back. It is Bradford into the zone offensively at the left wing faceoff circle. Leaves it to the blue line. Friend with a bomb. Save is made. Rebound is loose. What a one-timer that was from Jacob Friend up high, and a big-time tester as Jacksonville very nearly went up by 2. Friend gets it again. Shot on goal and another save by Starrett. And here is now Joe Massa with your goal call.
Trevor Hamilton and number 21, Alex Olivier Voyer. Time of the goal, 16:35. Once again, your Iceman goal scored by number 17, Brandon Gignac, assisted by Hamilton and Voyer. Time of the goal, 16:35.
Thank you so much, Joe. Brandon Gignac's 7th goal of the season. He had 4 assists yesterday. This time he gets the goal, and the Icemen are on top. Congratulations to Alex Olivier Voyer, his first assist in an Iceman uniform after spending the entire year in the American Hockey League with the Providence Bruins. Voyer had 5 goals and 3 assists in Providence this year in 22 games, so he definitely has some offensive flair. He gets the secondary assist there. Trevor Hamilton, the primary assist. Most important of all, Jacksonville in the lead. Coming from 3-0 down, they've scored 4 unanswered goals. The Icemen out shooting the Nailers 26-14. And the Icemen have also clamped down defensively also, as Jacksonville had struggled with the Nailers. Now Jacksonville gets another centering pass away. Just knocked away by the goaltender's stick by Shane Starrett. And now it's wheeling in the other direction. Jesse Lee's on his backhand. 3-man rush, but Lees can't do anything with it. Binkley rims it around, looking for Zmatula. Zmatula kicks it ahead, knocking it free for Binkley and then for Nazarian. Zmatula through the neutral zone. Off the boards, Gerdukis didn't realize that that pass was intended for him. It works just as well as a clear in, though. And the Icemen will get a line change with 2:09 to go in the second period. Nailers to the blue line, but no further than that. Jacksonville takes over. Riker Killens behind his own net. Williams will play the puck. It is Ake, cross ice for Voyer. Cross ice again, looking for Gignac, but it's knocked free by the Nailers. Wheeling into the zone. First on it is Matt Alfaro, defended by Killens. Killens steals it, rips it around the boards and out of the zone. Could be icing. Voyer will give chase, but Smith will beat him to it easily, and it will be icing against Jacksonville. 1:41 to go in period number 2, and the Icemen now leading by a score of 4-3. 4 unanswered goals for the Icemen. But it starts at the defensive end for Jacksonville. They have finally tightened up defensively, not allowing as many quality opportunities from the Nailers as the Icemen win this faceoff as well. Voyer tapping it off the boards for Gignac. Slips by a man, thrown down. How is that not a call? Ake looking for Voyer, tapped loose by Wheeling. They've got all kinds of space into the offensive zone. Rivera for Winquist. His wrister is over the crossbar. And the Nailers keep possession. Still don't know how that wasn't a penalty against Wheeling, as I believe it was Ake that got thrown down on the play. Maybe it was Gignac. Either way, the Nailers clear it into Jacksonville's end. 1:08 to go in the period. Hamilton chips it off glass. Saraceno for Lodermeyer. Onside, waits for a trailer, and Saraceno walks in and fires. It is blocked. Comes to the far side. Brown for Lodermeyer. Hamilton plays it for Michael Kim. Wrister and a screen, just missed to the glove side. Lodermeyer playing it down low. 48 seconds to go in the period. Saraceno to the blue line for Hamilton. Hamilton for Kim. Winds and fires, looks for a shot pass. Loose in front. Forehand is blocked by Wheeling. And it comes free to Smith, who will bang it off the glass and out to center ice. Hamilton will golf it ahead. Saraceno could not have played it. It would have been offside. The Nailers get it back. 27 seconds to go in the period. Wheeling ices the puck. And the clock will stop with 22.7 seconds to go. And the Nailers will have to keep the same 5 skaters on the ice. Maybe they'll be a little more tired out there. Some heavy legs for the Nailers as Jacksonville can change up their forward, all 5 of their guys. They'll send out Aaron Nazarian, Mike Zmatula, and Abbott Gerdukis. The Icemen not satisfied with just the 1-goal lead. They want more. At the blue line is Jacob Friend and Jacob Cederholm. The 2 Jacobs. Zmatula on the draw. He'll try and win it back to Friend. He does win it, but it goes right to Aaron Nazarian in the goal line extended. Nazarian underneath for Zmatula. Zmatula indirect feed to the blue line. Cederholm with a one-timer. It is blocked in front. Loose for the Nailers, and now here comes Wheeling with a 2-man rush. They'll clear it in with a big hit from Jacob Friend along the way. 5 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville with a steal. Nazarian from center ice will just play it in deep, and that will do it. Jason Christie screaming at the officials. Are they going to call for maybe a too many men against Wheeling? Could it be too many men? Are they going to call it? And I think that they will. And they will. They caught it. The linesman, I think, was the one that caught it rather than Kyle Leakin, but they will call the penalty. Too many men on the ice against Wheeling as the second period expires. Now Wheeling is arguing, saying, no, Jacksonville had too many men on the ice. It wasn't us. It was them. But I don't think they're going to win their argument. Jason Christie from the bench, who is not the most animated of coaches from behind the bench, but he was there screaming at the officials. And now Chad Duchesne and Austin Fighton continue to just verbally abuse the linesman Brady Fagan. Kyle Leakin finally telling those guys with his hand motion, go, just go. Wheeling head coach Derek Army is now beside himself at the bench. He can't believe it. Now he's going to talk to linesman Brady Fagan. The entire Wheeling team practically is still at the bench or on the ice. The Icemen have already left for the locker room. They're enjoying their locker room right now and enjoying the momentum and the lead, while the Nailers in some serious frustration mode as the Icemen will be on the power play when the third period begins. Crazy finish to those final seconds as Jacksonville has the lead. They will have a power play when we start the third period. And in that second period, what an effort from the Icemen to come all the way down from 3-0. Remember, at the 15:35 mark of the first period, Jesse Lees made it 3-0 in favor of the Nailers with a backhanded goal, and things looked very bleak for the Icemen, but not to worry. They got a power play late in the first period. They capitalized immediately. Trevor Hamilton scored on an unassisted power play goal just 9 seconds into that power play. That made it 3-1, and it really got the Icemen off and running. They scored just 34 seconds later in the first period. Derek Lodermeyer on a 3-on-1 rush called his own number and fired a wrist shot inside the short side post for his 12th goal of the year. That made it 3-2, and the Icemen carried that momentum into the second period. They have now gone from 3-2 down to start the second. They get a pair of goals in the period. Christopher Brown tying it at 7:53 of the second period, set up by Michael Kim. And on the power play, a 4-on-3 power play, it was Brandon Gignac with the goal. His 7th of the year has put the Icemen on top. Trevor Hamilton with an assist. Also Alex Olivier Voyer, his first point as a member of the Icemen on that power play goal at 16:35 of period number 2. Shots on goal in that second period. Jacksonville was 16. They have a 2-period total of 28. For Wheeling, 7 shots on goal. They have a 2-period total of 15. On the board where it counts, Jacksonville with a tremendous effort. Never say die as they come from 3-0 down. It is now the Icemen on top. 4-3 is your score as we go to break. We will come back in a moment. We will have your ECHL plays of the week. And then, of course, after that, We'll go through some Eastern Conference scoreboard watching as well and the ECHL standings to tell you where Jacksonville sits. It's a 4-3 game. Jacksonville has the lead after 2. This is Icemen Hockey on flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze. The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. Or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now toward the net, he scores! Slip back out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney score! The goal scores! Let's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick. Skates in over the line, Deeks shoots, scores! In the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm this week's host, Mike Folta, broadcast assistant for the Florida Everblades. Let's start in the Midwest, where the Indy Fuel are battling for playoff positioning in the Eastern Conference. Veteran forward Terry Broadhurst has been a strong addition to the Indy lineup, tallying 8 points in 8 games since signing in April. He had a big hand in giving Indy a 2-goal third-period lead Sunday against league-leading Fort Wayne, including this third-period shorthanded goal. Here's Andrew Smith on the Fuel Broadcast Network.
And Broadhurst forces it free from Sadlowski. Broadhurst takes it in, right circle, to the forehand, scores! Terry Broadhurst with a short-handed goal as he had a partial breakaway, took it to the forehand and roofed it past the goaltender bay down to the Fuel lead at 3-1.
Broadhurst later added a power play goal in the third for a 2-goal game, helping the Fuel gain a point from the overtime contest. The Wheeling Nailers ran into a difficult week last week as they dropped a couple of decisions to the rival Fort Wayne Comets. One of the bright spots from those contests came on Friday night when Brendan Harris netted his first professional goal.
Behind the net, Wish Charchik looks to center, and Marino, great job getting back defensively. Nailers buzz it ahead. Here comes Harris, right side, getting in, and he scores! Brendan Harris with his first professional goal flips it past Gorsuch and ties it for the Nailers. It's 1-1 with 2:44 gone in the second.
That was DJ Abasawa on Mix 97.3 WKWK in Wheeling. On Sunday, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits scored 3 unanswered goals to jump out in front 3-0 against the Jacksonville Icemen. This insurance marker by rookie defender Alec Rawhauser later stood as his first career game-winning goal.
Off the draw to Ingham's right as he looks over his shoulder. Saraceno will fight for a loose puck, but there is Hora beneath the line. DiChiara, nice pass towards the inside for Knott, and here comes Greenville transitioning, not going towards the net. Pass from the far wing from Reddick, never made it on play, but Knott throwing a check. On the left wing, Rawhauser, his shot, score! Yes, sir! A dart from Rawhauser! From the top of the left circle, 6:30 left in the second. The Bitch lead, 3-0.
That was Matt Trust on the Greenville Swamp Rabbits Broadcast Network. We've got ECHL action on every day this week. The Orlando Solar Bears took down the South Carolina Stingrays 3-2 on Monday. Then we've got 2 more games on Tuesday. A solid slate of 4 games on Wednesday. One matchup between the Wichita Thunder and the Kansas City Mavericks on Thursday. And 6 ECHL contests coming up on Friday. It'll be a fun weekend around the ECHL as well. We've got a full docket on Saturday when all 14 teams will be in action. Sunday holds a pair of matchups to finish out the week. Conference races are getting tighter and tighter as we come down the final stretch. Be sure to tune into your local stations to see where your team sits in the race to get to the Kelly Cup playoffs. Let's all go out and enjoy some fun from the Premier AA Hockey League. From the Sunshine State, this is Mike Folta, wishing you all a great week.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Publix Rink in downtown Jacksonville at the Veterans Memorial Arena. The Jacksonville Icemen looking for their second victory of the year when trailing by 3 at one point. They were down 3-0 today to the Wheeling Nailers, but they have scored 4 straight. They now have a 4-3 lead over Wheeling. Early in the year was the Icemen overcoming a 3-0 deficit here at home against the Florida Everblades and winning that one by a final score of 5-3. They scored 5 unanswered in that one. To the ECHL scoreboard, there's only 2 games total today. The other one is in the Western Conference. The Allen Americans lead the Tulsa Oilers by a count of 4-1. So really more important just to try and talk about the standings, where Jacksonville, if they win today, will leapfrog South Carolina in terms of points. They're already ahead of them in winning percentage, which is the ultimate determining factor. They'll also move within 1 point of the Indy Fuel in the playoff race. However, with Indy not playing today, by the time that this game is over, Jacksonville will have played 2 more games than Indy. Indy is the only team left that Jacksonville does not have games in hand in. So Indy is the team that actually has games in hand on everybody at this point. That is because they had a couple of games postponed last weekend when they were supposed to host the Florida Everblades. But ultimately, that game, those 2 games, got postponed. But the Icemen certainly have plenty of opportunity in the home stretch in the final 4 weeks of the season to try and make their way into the playoffs. They don't care what place they end up in as long as it's somewhere in the top 4. And if they can do that, I think that this will be a really tough out for anybody, especially in a best-of-5 series, which is how it's going to be. It's going to be best of 5 in the ECHL playoffs for every round, including the Kelly Cup finals. Puck is down, third period is underway, and Jacksonville is on the power play. Remember, because Wheeling was called for too many men on the ice as time expired at the end of the second period. So the Icemen looking for some insurance now as they play it into the Wheeling zone. Gerdukas tries to play it to the blue line. It gets it free for Zmatula. Zmatula for Bradford. Saucer pass for Riker. Killens at the blue line. Rister in a screen. Whistles just wide. It ends up in the net. It ends up in the net. They say no goal. They're going to wave it off, and now there's a scramble of bodies in front of the net of Shane Starrett. I don't know how that's not going to be a goal. I think that should have been at least for a replay. It sure looked like that puck crossed the goal line. Unless they rule that it was gloved in, that might be different. But other than that, if it went off a body, I think it should be a goal. It was a wrist shot from the high slot that went wide. It caromed off the glass, came right back in front of the net, and I think it bounced over the goal line. It certainly shows that it crossed the goal line on the replay. That part is easy. How it went in is different, and they will go to replay. Here's another replay on Flow Hockey. It goes off the body of Derek Lodermeyer, who then gets pushed into it by a Wheeling defender, and it ends up in the net. And it crosses the goal line before there's any contact with the goaltender. I think this is going to be a goal for the Icemen. If it is, it'll be Derek Lodermeyer's second of the day. Based on that replay, he did not glove it in. That's the only part I was worried about, is if he knocked it in with his glove. But I don't think that he did. So it comes down to replay, and we'll see if the Icemen score on the power play here. So a lot riding on this decision from Kyle Leakin. Remember, because he called it no goal on the ice, he does need enough evidence to overturn it. He can't uphold the call. If he upholds it, it's no goal. So he needs the evidence to overturn it. I think he's got it based on the replays that I'm seeing. He has one extra angle. He has an overhead shot that nobody else gets to look at except him. So he's going to come down to that, and whether it's going to be called a goal or not for Derek Lodermeyer. And Brady Fagan, linesman, along with Kyle Leakin, are really studying this play. The longer it goes on, I think it's to the benefit of Jacksonville because they need enough evidence to overturn it. Maybe they could look at whether there was contact with the goalie, but Lodermeyer was pushed into the goalie, and I think the puck had crossed the line even before that contact anyway. Fagan steps out of the penalty box. Leakin is still giving it another look. So no decision made yet. Now it's Tarrington Wyanzik who comes over. He wanted a third opinion, so the other linesman comes in and looks at it. Extra communication, I don't mind that. Just wants to make sure he gets the opinion of everybody involved on the ice here. He wants to make sure he gets this call, in his opinion, right. So I certainly don't mind all the communication here, and I don't mind that it's taking a little bit extra time because this is a very pivotal decision. There's no way it went off Lodermeyer's gloves. His hands were up about chest level, and the puck hit him roughly around the hip. They're showing the replay on the Jumbotron again here. I think the only thing they can be determining right now is maybe whether Lodermeyer was pushed into the goaltender or whether he went into the goaltender on his own accord. And if he went in on his own admission, whether he made contact with the goalie before the puck crossed the goal line. All right, decision is done. Kyle Leakin comes out of the penalty box. What's the call? No goal. He waves it off. No goal. He goes straight to Jason Christie to explain why he's saying no goal. I am baffled. And I'm sure Jason Christie feels similarly to myself. A crazy bounce to be sure. Now Leakin doesn't even bother talking to Derek Army, the Wheeling coach. They're putting the faceoff outside the blue line as well, which to me indicates that he feels that Lodermeyer made contact with Shane Starrett before the puck crossed the goal line. If there's goaltender interference, that puts the puck outside the blue line. That's the only thing it could possibly be. I respectfully disagree. I feel like Lodermeyer, one, was pushed into Starrett, and two, I feel like the puck crossed the goal line before there was contact with Starrett. And the crowd, in case you can't tell, not too pleased with the call. The Icemen are still on the power play, don't forget, as Killens gets tripped up, but the Icemen still have possession. It's in their own zone. They still have 1:09 on the power play. Killens for Lodermeyer over the blue line, behind the back pass for Zmatula, forehand on net, and Starrett makes the save. He'll hold on for the faceoff. 1:03 to go on the power play. Just being told now there's a goaltender change for the Wheeling Nailers, which I did not see coming. But in goal, Taryn Kozin. Thank you so much to our off-ice crew helping out big time there. Taryn Kozin is in goal for Wheeling. Jacksonville wins another faceoff. Hamilton to the left circle for Gignac. Gignac with a snapshot that is blocked in front, comes loose and slides back to Hamilton at the line. Hamilton to the left circle for Gignac. Cross ice look at Saraceno with a shot and a score! Nick Saraceno on the power play. The third power play goal of the day for the Icemen. And it's now 5-3 Jacksonville. That's 5 unanswered for the Icemen. Saraceno heads to the bench. Normally they give kind of like the side five fist taps, but Saraceno was full on high five on his celly as he goes by the Jacksonville bench. Saraceno slides that one-timer through the skates of Taryn Kozin, who had a wide open 5-hole there, and Jacksonville's on top by 2. Here's Joe Massa.
Our fifth Iceman goal, a power play goal, scored by number 13, Nick Saraceno. Assisted by number 17, Brandon Gignac, and number 47, Trevor Hamilton. Time of the goal, 1:13. That's the 14th goal of the season for number 13, Nick Saraceno. Assisted by Gignac and Hamilton. Time of the goal, 1:13.
Thank you so much, Joe. We have an icing call against Jacksonville, so that goal being disallowed ends up not really mattering much. Jacksonville scored on the power play anyway, so justice prevails. As Nick Saraceno gets his 14th goal of the season, Jacksonville continues with a balanced attack. They've got 7 skaters with double-digit goals this year. And of course, Saraceno, one of them, as Jacksonville gets the puck at center ice. It is Zmatula looking for Gerdukis. It's out of his reach, comes free for Wheeling. Courtnall looking for Alfaro, steps away from Bradford and takes it behind the Jacksonville net. Wheeling looks for a centering feed, but that's knocked away by the Icemen, and here comes Saraceno. Saraceno to the blue line, given up to Adam Smith. Jacksonville gets it right back. Binkley looking for Brown. It slides down to Kozin. Kozin thought about playing it, but he's just gonna cover it up instead. And it'll be a face-off in the Naylor zone. Jacksonville is now doubling Wheeling's shot output. 30 shots for the Icemen, 15 for the Nailers. As the Icemen will send out the French connection of Brandon Gignac, Pascal Ake, and Alex Olivier Voyer. Southern style French connection now. Not like the Buffalo Sabres of the 1970s, but this is Jacksonville, Florida, circa 2021. And the Icemen have to regroup at center ice as Wheeling takes possession. It is Chad Duchesne away from Pascal Ake. Puck bounces up into the air at center ice. It belongs to the Icemen. Gignac drops it into his own zone behind the net for Ake. Rimming it around to the far side. Wheeling is on it first, only to give it up to Riker Killens. Killens chips it off glass for Gignac. Gignac for Ake, then for Voyer. Snapshot goes just wide to the far post. It'll carry him all the way back to the neutral zone for Trevor Hamilton. Voyer on his backhand. Feeds it off the wall, ridden off the puck by Matt Miller. And the Nailers get it in the neutral zone. Cockrell will forehand in. Michael Kim around the boards. It's Gerdukis. Gerdukis turns to his forehand, finds Gignac, who's at a long shift. Gignac for Nazarian, looking for a trailer on the play as to Gerdukis, wrist shot, and a save made by Kozin. Gerdukis nearly got the little bit of opening underneath the glove of Kozin. But the Icemen are buzzing right now, clearly not satisfied with just a 2-goal lead. They want to really put this thing away. They are not playing protection hockey right now. They're just playing their game. And I love that, how the Icemen look right now off of that last goal. As Hamilton drives one from the blue line, blocker save is made by Taryn Kozin. The Nailers will clear it in. Hamilton behind his net, takes a hit from behind. Working it for Nazarian, then for Zmatula, then for Gerdukis, 2-on-1 with Kim. Gerdukis, right side, passes blocked. Nazarian with a drive, that is also blocked. As Gerdukis, I think if he had that over again, he'd choose shot on that one, but he tried to saucer it to Kim, and it was blocked by the Nailers. Wheeling plays it into the offensive zone. It's Adam Smith looking for Sylvester. Nailers with a centering feed, nobody home, the Icemen have it. It is Gerdukis up the left wing for Saraceno, steps around McNally and goes behind the Wheeling net with the puck. Saraceno now takes a hit as the Icemen try to complete a line change. Wheeling gets it to center ice and gives it up to the Icemen. It's Jacob Friend in the neutral zone. Friend will start the rush. The big fella all the way in deep behind the Wheeling net, kicks it free for Saraceno. Saraceno behind the back pass, goes behind Bradford, and the Nailers have it on the left wing out to center ice. Duchesne gives it up, and here come the Icemen again. Saraceno for Bradford by himself, a wrister wide of the net. Kozin will glove it down and leave it for Duchesne. And now a man goes down, and the Icemen get a steal. It is Jake Elmer. Elmer all the way to the blue line, leaves it for Killens. Killens with a wrister, and a save made again by Taryn Kozin. all Jacksonville right now. 7 shots on goal in this period in less than 5 minutes. Wheeling, I don't think even has a shot attempt yet. The Icemen have already scored in this period. A power play goal from Nick Saraceno. The 3rd power play goal of the day for the Icemen. Jacksonville is now 3 for 5 with the man advantage today. As Wheeling wins this draw, stepping up is Binkley to try and keep it in. He can't do it. No icing here as it goes deep into the Jacksonville zone, and the Nailers are first on it. Centering pass knocked away by Elmer. Elmer with one hand on the stick feeds for Lodermeyer, then for Elmer. Off the boards for Nazarian. Back for Elmer at the right wing circle. Rister is deflected out of play. Great passing there from the Icemen just to get that chance. But Elmer's shot knocked aside and off the netting. So Jacksonville completing this 4-game homestand today. They're 1-2 on the homestand, so they're trying to make it an even 2-on-2. 2-2, I should say. Jacksonville has a road game at Florida on Wednesday, and they come right back for 5 more home games in a row. So 9 home games in a 10-game stretch for the Icemen. Next home game is going to be Friday night as the Icemen will host the South Carolina Stingrays. Wheeling has the puck. Jocelyn gets tripped up. Lees tries a turnaround shot from a sharp angle. Nothing doing there. Propavesis plays it behind the goal line. A couple of men go down, 1 for each team, and a penalty coming. Who's this one on? Both of them went down, both Michael Kim and I believe Patrick Watling. And now sticks up high again as finally this weekend series is starting to simmer a little bit on the stovetop. There was a penalty called. Don't know who it's on. As it appeared that both guys kind of went down simultaneously. They're calling it on Michael Kim. Kim can't believe it, but they're calling it on Michael Kim. Jason Christie can't believe it either. Kim with a smile on his face like he's just absolutely incredulous. Oh, they're going to send both of them maybe. They're sending both. Austin Fighton is going to the box. That, I suppose, I don't mind. They both went down simultaneously. I was trying to figure out where the initial penalty was coming from in the first place. So 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Michael Kim for the Icemen. And Austin Fighton for the Wheeling Nailers. Did we just get an extra penalty maybe? Misconduct on Wheeling. I don't know if it's a 10-minute or a 2-minute. That part I don't know. There's definitely a misconduct on Wheeling, I believe on their head coach, Derek Army. They're telling them to send a player to the ice, and they've tried to send him about 3 different times. Now 4th, Kyle Leakin with his right arm is just going almost ZZ Top style, like sharp-dressed man with the right hand just kind of wheeling it. Go to the box, go to the box, go to the box. Finally and very reluctantly, Chad Duchesne goes to the box. So it's an extra 2-minute minor. It's not a 10-minute misconduct. It is a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, which should make it a 5-on-4 power play. That should mean that the initial penalties get nullified and it just becomes a 5-on-4 power play for the Icemen. But things are starting to unravel here for Wheeling. Should be 5-on-4. And the Icemen back on the power play where they already have 3 goals with the man advantage today. Could they get a 4th power play goal? I gotta think that that would be an Icemen record if they can get 4 of them. And they will send out a 5th skater. Wheeling only has 3 now. So Wheeling needs a 4th. All kinds of confusion on the ice, but 5-on-4 is absolutely the right call. With these penalties all being at the same time slot, It just means that the first two cancel out. 5-on-4 power play for the Icemen. Jacksonville wins the draw. At the blue line, it's Riker Killens. Walking the line and then feeds for Bradford. Bradford with a wrister. Save is made by Kozin. Bradford gets it back and move behind the net for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer for Zmatula. It comes around the boards, this time for Gerdukas. To the blue line for Bradford. Bradford into the corner for Gerdukas. All the way to the blue line, it's Killens. Right circle, Zmatula with possession. Back to the blue line, Killens with a one-timer. It is blocked. Zmatula with a slap shot, and that goes wide and all the way to center ice, where the Nailers will be first on the puck, and they'll clear it the length of the ice. The Icemen right back. Killens with speed. Dances around one attacker and knocks it over the blue line for Ake. Brown into the zone onside. Plenty of time left on this power play. Killens at the blue line, 1:05 to go. Gignac, seam pass looking for Saraceno. It goes off the boards behind the net. Brown knocks it free. Gignac to the blue line, but Killens wasn't there. It goes all the way back to the Jacksonville line. Nick Saraceno for the Icemen, waiting for a line change. He'll drop it back for Brandon Gignac. Very speedy player in Gignac. Over the line, clean entry into the zone. Brown for Hamilton. Hamilton, cross ice for Saraceno. To the half boards for Gignac. Into the bumper it goes. Ake cannot get the shot away. It's stolen and cleared by Wheeling. 28 seconds remaining on this power play. Trevor Hamilton through the neutral zone. Right to left pass for Ake. Wrister on net, gloved by Kozin. He'll clear it himself the length of the ice. Williams will leave it for Hamilton. Maybe one final rush, but the Icemen don't seem to be in too much of a hurry here. Hamilton dropping it back for Zmatula. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Zmatula around Sylvester. He'll wrist it in. This is going to be called icing against Jacksonville. Zmatula didn't gain the line. So icing against Jacksonville on this whistle. Everybody comes out onto the ice, including Austin Fighton and Michael Kim with their matching minors. And we skate 5-on-5. So the Icemen now 3 for 6 on the power play today. Draw is in the Icemen zone. Jacksonville leads by a score of 5-3. Wheeling gets a shot towards goal, but it's blocked by Nazarian. Nailers get it back. Nazarian looks for the steal. He's got it, rolling it towards the blue line, but not out yet. A poke check from Jacksonville, and it belongs to Jacob Cederholm. He does chip it off glass and safely to center. It comes back to Cederholm, dropping it into the corner, jostling for the Nailers now with possession. Wheeling keeps it in to the blue line. Smith with a wrister. That goes over the crossbar. Cederholm off glass, off a glove, and out to the Nailer zone. And the Icemen get a line change here with 11:45 to go. The Icemen with 5 unanswered goals. They came from 3-0 down to where we are now. It's Jacksonville 5, Wheeling 3. Still some work left to be done, of course, for the Icemen as we have a steal in the neutral zone. Trying to walk with it is Bradford. Gets it free for Saraceno. Saraceno for Brown. Tries to go back to Bradford. It is broken up. Loose at the top of the circle. Bradford with a wrister, and we have a penalty. And it's on the Icemen, I believe, for high sticking. Saraceno is going to go to the box. He knew it. And a power play for the Nailers now when we come back. 11:20 to go in the third period. The Icemen not out of the woods yet, but they do lead 5-3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
Third power play of the afternoon for the Wheeling Nailers. They are 1 for 2 with the man advantage. And no doubt they are going to be taking some chances on this power play. Down by 2 goals with 11:20 to go. First things first, the Icemen got to play sound defensively, but there may be some opportunities perhaps in a shorthanded goal situation if Wheeling gives them that opportunity, and they may. It is Watling for the Nailers with a wrister on goal. Save made by Williams. Sticks up high after the whistle as Williams freezes it. That was the first shot on goal for the Nailers this period. Almost 9 minutes in. And who else would it be but Patrick Watling, who has scored 6 goals against the Icemen this year. He only has 12 goals all season. Half of them are in 4 games against the Icemen, including 4 goals yesterday. Face-off is to the right of Charles Williams. Derek Lodermeyer penalty killing with Abbott Gerdukis. Trevor Hamilton and Michael Kim, your defenders for Jacksonville. Josh Winquist on the face-off for the Nailers. And he does win it. It goes to the blue line and Watling. Watling to the top of the circle. Cody Sylvester. Seam pass goes to Miller. It is Watling back for Sylvester at the left face-off dot. Walks it down low, plays it for Fighton. Fighton to the blue line for Watling. Defended by Gerdukis. It is Sylvester at the top of the circle to the blue line. Watling with a drive, blocked in front, and it went off a Jacksonville player. He is hurt. I believe that is Trevor Hamilton who took that one up high. He is down. He gets up on the ice and skates immediately to the locker room. He does so swiftly. And there's definitely some blood on the ice, so he went straight to the locker room, and we certainly hope that he is okay. I don't know how Trevor Hamilton got up so quickly after taking that slap shot up high to the face. But he got up immediately, knew that he had to go to the locker room, and he goes straight to the locker room. So a stoppage in play as they have to have some ice maintenance now after Trevor Hamilton takes that slap shot up high. And with 10:45 to go in the game, I do not expect to see him for the remainder of this game. But he is a hockey player. I think there's a pretty decent shot we see him come the next game for Jacksonville. And what a competitor Trevor Hamilton has been all season long. In my opinion, their number 1 D-man. I don't even know if it's my opinion. I feel like he's just been that good. Two-way player, hits everything that moves, clean every time, knows how to take the body, knows how to step in offensively and activate from a blue line perspective. Had a big goal today. In fact, his goal today got this comeback started with a snipe of a shot from the right circle. Made it a 3-1 game, and Jacksonville was off and running from there. And what a find Trevor Hamilton was early in the season. He didn't start the season, remember, with Jacksonville, but he was an available free agent. Played for the Toledo Walleye last year. But he stepped in seamlessly. It has been, to me anyway, the best defenseman that the Icemen have had all year long. As we are back to hockey, Jacksonville wins the faceoff. They will clear it the length of the ice. So we want to wish Trevor Hamilton the best. Hopefully everything is okay for him in the locker room, and we look forward to seeing him back, hopefully, come Wednesday night when the Icemen are in Florida as the Nailers get a shot towards goal. That may have clanged off the outside of the cross of the post, or maybe off the crossbar. Puck squirts loose. It belongs to Jacksonville. Eric Bradford will drive it off the forehand and out. He got a piece of Tarrington Wyonzik along the way, but it did make it all the way down behind the Wheeling net. The Nailers have 46 seconds to go on this power play. Watling shifts away from Gerdukis, but Gerdukis really slowed him down. Nailers finally get it over the blue line. They are onside Rivera for Watling. He was open, but he couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. Now a shot is blocked in front by the Icemen. Wheeling gets it back. It is Watling at the right circle, defended by Gerdukis. Killens is there as well. 23 seconds left on the power play. McNally from the blue line feeds it for Watling. Watling all the way to the face-off dot. Saucer pass for McNally, center point. Feeds it to the left circle for Winquist. Cross ice, it is deflected and it goes out of the zone. And that should do it on the power play. 4 seconds to go on it. Long outlet pass. Winquist deflects into the zone as teams are at full strength, and the Icemen have the puck. It is Ake in his own end, turns to his backhand, feeds it cross ice for Gignac. Gignac drifts back into his own zone for Jacob Friend. Friend up ahead. Ake deflects it onto his stick. He is onside. Dropping it for Gignac. Wrister is right into the glove of Taran Kozin. He will make the save and hang on. We'll go to break. We have 9:01 to go in the game. The Icemen on top by a score of 5-3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Thank you so much for being with us on this Mother's Day afternoon. Happy Mother's Day once again to all you moms out there. Arlie Johnson with you, and we are midway through the third period. The Icemen, after trailing 3-0 early, have come all the way back. They've rattled off 5 in a row. They lead this game by a score of 5-3 as the puck goes into the Icemen zone. Wheeling has possession. Drop pass deflected by Voyer. Nice back check there by the newcomer for the Icemen, playing his first game in an Icemen uniform. Nailers rim it around. It goes to the near side boards. Duchesne pinches in from the blue line, only to give it up to the Icemen. A steal from Jacob Cederholm. It is Ake for Voyer into the zone. Right wing circle. Forehand. Save is made. Man goes down for Jacksonville. No call as the Icemen keep possession. Cederholm walks in and fires. Glove saved by Kozin. No screen in front, but a nice rush there again with Alex Voyer leading the rush. Kozin, I think, got a piece of that one as well, as Jacksonville is now up to 37 shots on goal. Still 8:22 to go in the game. Wheeling with only 2 shots on goal this period, 17 for the game. Mike Smatula wins another draw. It goes to the blue line. Aaron Nazarian actually on it first. He'll backhand it behind the Wheeling net. Nailers on it from there. Adam Smith off the boards. Forechecking is Nazarian, but the Nailers do work it through the neutral zone and deflect behind the net of Charles Williams. Williams taps it for Binkley. Binkley looking for Zmatula. Comes back behind the Icemen net. Comes up for Zmatula, trying to clear it out. Goes high into the air, lands in the first row, and we'll have a stoppage in play and a face-off in the Jacksonville end. Let's go Icemen, the chant from the crowd. They've been going since about the 18-minute mark of the first period. Slow start to the game, but they finally figured it out. And I'm actually more pleased with the defense of the Icemen than the offense, really. Jacksonville had about 3 periods in a row, going back to last night, of very leaky defense, but they finally got it figured out. And they cut down on the odd man rushes and the quality chances between the hash marks in the slot. And it shows in their play. They have not allowed a goal since the 15-minute mark of the first period of this game. They played very well defensively as Jacksonville now tries to finish this one off and win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Nailers have the puck in their own end. It's McNally ahead of Nick Saraceno. Carries up the right wing side. Moves it up the right wing for Cockrell, who gets knocked off the play by Jacob Friend. Friend in possession in his own zone. Looking for Saraceno. Can't knock it away. It is Miller back at center ice. Wrister on net. Williams will leave it there for Friend behind his net. Delayed offside is waved off against Wheeling as Gignac carries up the right wing. He is onside. Into the slot is Gignac. Tries to leave it for Ake. Knocked away. And the Nailers play it to the neutral zone. Friend golfs at it. It goes to Ake. Then for Voyer over the blue line. Voyer on his backhand. Feeds for Gignac. off the side of the net. Kozin may have gotten a piece of it. What a pass that was from Alex Olivier Voyer. A backhand feed right on the tape. And I think Kozin got a piece of it with his left pad, just enough to keep it a 5-3 game. Now it's Wheeling into the zone. Jesse Lee's behind the Jacksonville net, throws it right through the blue paint. Nobody was there. Duchesne will try the opposite wing, and it's Nazarian unable to clear it out. Watling on his backhand, turns on Michael Kim, leaves it for Alfaro, who walks in, puts a forehander on goal, and Williams with a save, keeping it 5-3. Alfaro with his head up to the heavens, wondering how he didn't put it in. But Williams took the low part of the net away, and Alfaro couldn't lift it. Tried to go 5-hole on Williams, but Williams, going snow angel on the ice, makes the save and keeps it 5-3. That was a critical save there from Williams. You don't want to allow Wheeling any breath of life. You make it a 1-goal game there with 6 minutes left, and you're biting your nails the rest of the way. That's the best chance that Wheeling has had this period by far. As the Icemen win the faceoff, they try to clear out. They can't do it yet, but they still have control of the puck. It is Riker Killens on his backhand. Up the boards for Saraceno. Still, they can't get it out. Wheeling is really pressuring with their forecheck, and now they steal it. It is Lawton Courtnall to the blue line for Fighton, covering for him. Shot is blocked. Another huge play by the Icemen as Saraceno crawls back to the bench, trying to get back to the bench. He is in some serious duress as he goes to the bench. Meanwhile, Wheeling wants to say that it's too many men on the ice, but Saraceno finds a way to get to the bench, and Williams now gloves the puck on a soft shot, and then a hit from Austin Fighton after the whistle, and he's going to get called for it. Kyle Leakin was on it all the way, and it's going to be a power play for the Icemen. Wheeling is trying to even things up. They're trying to bait Jason Binkley into a penalty, but I don't think he's going to bite. Credit Riker Killens, who received that rabbit punch from Austin Fighton, for not retaliating. He knew that if he just took that shot, that it was just going to be a penalty on Fighton, and that should be it. So it should be a power play when we come back for the Icemen. 5:29 to go in the third period. Jacksonville on top, 5-3. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Power play number 7 upcoming for the Icemen. Wheeling has been undisciplined today, and that is maybe the largest example of all just now. Austin Fighton. Fighton now having a conversation with Mr. Whiteboard right next to the penalty boxes. Mr. Whiteboard, Michael Mitchell, is in his grill. The fans getting involved right now. He's just staring at him right now, but the Icemen have the power play. It'll be Brandon Gignac, Christopher Brown, and Pascal Ake on the ice. Wheeling wins this faceoff. They'll slam it around the boards and out. Shorthanded, it's Courtnall trying to move with it against Michael Kim. Wheeling does have 12 shorthanded goals this year. That is second in the league. Centering feed from Wheeling goes through the slot, nobody home, and now it's the Icemen taking it in. It is Nazarian to the blue line, takes a hit, in order to feed it, looking for Ake, but it's stolen by Duchesne and lofted out to the Jacksonville end. Brandon Gignac on the puck there. Down to 4:57 to go in the game. Jacksonville leading by 2. Gignac gives it up, a steal from Keene, only to lose it back to Michael Kim. Kim on the power play. Cross ice look, connects with Ake over the blue line on the left wing. He'll rim it around, trying to set up Gignac. Gignac taps it into the corner for Brown. Brown flips it to the opposite side. It is Ake. Ake off the boards for Gignac. Gignac to the blue line for Kim. Kim takes the shot, looking for a shot pass for Brown. Brown picks it up, looks for an opening, and finds it in Gignac. For Michael Kim with a one-timer. That's deflected into the corner. Nazarian got a piece of it, but couldn't hold it in. Wheeling drives it the length of the ice. 44 seconds to go on this power play. Kim behind his own net as the Icemen go to their second power play unit. And now right between the two benches, we've got a whistle and a stoppage in play. It was way off the puck, so I don't know what was going on there, but somebody from Jacksonville really wants a piece of a Wheeling player. I can't tell who it is because both linesmen are holding him up right now. It's Aaron Nazarian, which is very unlike him. But Nazarian jawing away at a Wheeling player. Being restrained by linesman Tarrington Wyanzik right now as Wheeling goes into the penalty box again. And Nazarian, I assume, will join him. Now Brandon Gignac jawing away at one of the Wheeling players. And the linesmen have to come right back to make sure that those two don't come to blows. It's taken almost 3 full games, but finally, things are getting a little spicy here. It was Matt Miller for Wheeling that was involved with Nazarian. It was 90 feet away from where the puck was. So I did not see the exchange until I heard the whistle. I believe it's going to be matching minors. I think I saw Kyle Leakin just wave 2 and 2, which should not affect any manpower. Eric Bradford got a word from Kyle Leakin. He delivers that message to his head coach, Jason Christie. Bradford now wondering why it's not an extra penalty against Wheeling. Wheeling alternate captain Cody Sylvester talking it over as well. Two minutes each for cross-checking, and that's it. So still a power play for the Icemen for 39 more seconds. 4:08 left in the game with Jacksonville leading by a count of 5-3. So Jacksonville looking to put this one away with what would be their 4th power play goal of the day if they can put one in. Mike Zmatula on the faceoff for Jacksonville. The draw will be outside the Icemen blue line. And it comes free to the Nailers, who will play it in deep. Williams paddles the puck with his stick, leaves it for Killens. Killens for Gerdukas, back for Killens, who's got some space into the zone for Zmatula, who winds and fires. It's kicked away by Kozin. Zmatula rims it around to the right point for Jason Binkley. Cross ice look at his Riker Killens. Killens into the corner for Gerdukas. Gerdukas down low for Lodermeyer. Gerdukas gets it back to the blue line. It is Killens. Fakes the shot. Feeds it for Binkley. Binkley takes the shot. Deflected over the crossbar. It comes behind the net for the Icemen. Power play time is up. Binkley to the right side. Cross ice it is Killens. Into the bumper. Pass is deflected away. Wheeling comes away with the puck. They'll chip it off the glass and out. Comes for Binkley for the Icemen. Right up the middle, good outlet pass for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer for Gerdukas, takes it to the blue line, feeds it for Zmatula. Looking for the pass, unable to get it was Killens. It'll come around the boards instead. And the Nailers have it only to give it up to Derek Lodermeyer. Sharp angle shot, turned aside by Kozin. 3 minutes to go in the game. And we'll see when the Nailers elect to pull Taran Kozin in favor of an extra skater on the ice. They can't do it yet. The Nailers still have the puck deep in their own end. It's Jesse Lees up the boards for Sylvester. Cederholm defends on him, rides him into the boards. Puck comes loose, but the Nailers have it. Empty net now for Wheeling. They have a 6th skater on the ice. Shot is blocked and cleared away. Saraceno looking for the empty net, and he will put it home. And the Icemen with 6 unanswered. Now with a 6-3 lead with 2:31 to go. So the Icemen will win this 3-game weekend series with the Wheeling Nailers. Didn't start well today for the Icemen. They gave up the first 3, but 6 in a row now for Jacksonville as Nick Saraceno gets his 2nd goal in a row. He scored earlier in this period, and that is now 15 on the year for Nick Saraceno. And the Icemen get 2 more points in the standings. We'll give you a rundown of the Eastern Conference standings when this game is over on the post-game show. We'll tell you where the Icemen stand. Meanwhile, here's Joe Massa again.
2nd goal of the night, 15th goal of the season. And number 13, Nick Saraceno. Assisted by number 19, Eric Bradford. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 29 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal, scored by number 13, Nick Saraceno. Assisted by Bradford. Time of the goal, 17:29.
Saraceno's 15th of the year, 2nd of the game. Credit Eric Bradford as well. He had to dive to poke that puck out to center ice. Defensive effort from Eric Bradford. Always top shelf, I think, from him as the Icemen have the puck in the offensive zone. It's Elmer for Cederholm. Cross ice for Friend, who taps it into the corner for Pascal Ake. Ake for Elmer. Back to the line, it's Friend for Cederholm. Cederholm with a drive. Glove saved by Kozin, but that was some Harlem Globetrotter passing there from the Icemen. 1:34 to go, and the Icemen on top 6-3. And we'll find out who your 3 stars of the game are in a little bit. Plenty to choose from. Balanced attack from Jacksonville. Trevor Hamilton, a goal and 2 assists, plus that blocked shot. He certainly had a great game. Nick Saraceno now with 2 goals on the day. Multi-point game also from Brandon Gignac in there. The Icemen have been solid from about the 15-minute mark of this first period. Not a full 60 minutes, but definitely 45 minutes as the Icemen keep it in the zone. It is Jason Binkley towards net. It is wide. Trying the bank shot is Voyer. Just held up, and the whistle blows, and now we've got Saraceno hit by Winquist after the whistle. And this could get a little bit uglier here. Everything seems to be okay. Order is restored with 1:18 on the clock. Jacksonville with the victory will improve to 28-22, 3-3. Eric Bradford on the faceoff. Icemen, they might want one more. And they win the faceoff. It is Binkley with a wrister that is gloved again by Kozin. The Icemen are now over 40 shots on the day. They show 41 on the Jumbotron, only 19 for Wheeling. And a wonderful Mother's Day afternoon. Hope everybody enjoyed it out there as the Icemen win another draw. It is Binkley stepping around a man. He'll play it into the corner looking for Voyer. Wheeling tries to clear. It goes off the linesman. Voyer unable to hold the zone. It is Patrick Watling. Got a stick, and now he slaps it into the Jacksonville zone. That's going to be called icing against Watling. I think he just needed the whistle because he hurt his hand. I think he might have taken a hit, maybe on the wrist, maybe on the fingers, hard to say. But he heads to the bench and maybe off to the locker room. In fact, he does. We certainly hope he's okay. Now in the final minute of play, Jacksonville comfortably on top at this point at 6-3. As Derek Lodermeyer wins the faceoff, looking for Elmer. Elmer by one man, tries for the shot towards goal. It is knocked aside by Wheeling's defense. Couldn't put it on goal. Loose in the corner. Now we've got Lodermeyer staring with Jesse Lees. And those two get separated. Lees, I think, had his back turned. Lodermeyer looked like he was trying to start something with him there as the Nailers get it out to the Jacksonville blue line. Alfaro against Elmer. Centering feed picked off by the Icemen. Lodermeyer just lofts it out to center ice. Comes to the blue line for Wheeling. Duchesne plays it off the boards for Ryan Jostling. Jostling drops it back for Alfaro at the left circle. Centering feed knocked aside by the defense of Jacob Friend. 12 seconds to go in the game. Centering pass from Wheeling is blocked. Loose in front again. Swept away by Cedarholm at the last second as a Nazarian will clear it out of the zone. And that will do it, everybody. Jacksonville has come back from 3-0 down today to score 6 in a row and defeat the Wheeling Nailers by a final score of 6-3. Jacksonville scoring 2 goals late in the first period to get the charge started. 2 more in the second, 2 more in the third. Balanced attack led by Trevor Hamilton, the defenseman, with a goal and 2 assists. It was his goal late in the first period that got the Icemen on the board and got this momentum going the other direction as Jacksonville skates to the center ice faceoff circle, sticks up high in salute of their fans. Another great effort from the Icemen after a slow start. They get the win, they get the 2 points, and more importantly, they are that much closer into the thick of things. And we see Trevor Hamilton on the ice right now with a fishbowl on his helmet, so he would have kept going. And I love seeing that with a full face shield for Trevor Hamilton, but he's right back on the ice. He wanted to be on the ice to make sure he was there with his teammates to celebrate that victory. That shows you what kind of team the Icemen have right here, as Trevor Hamilton, after taking a puck to the face with about 10 minutes left in the game, comes back out onto the ice just to celebrate with his team, to salute the victory with the fans. That kind of effort will go a long way. That kind of heart from the Icemen, getting a block shot like that. That kind of heart from a guy like Eric Bradford to dive in the final few minutes of the game to clear the puck out of the zone and ultimately set up the empty netter for Nick Saraceno. Those are the kind of things it takes. Those are the kind of things that the Icemen are doing right now. Team hockey across the board. They finally got things tightened up defensively after 3 very rough periods, admittedly. Head coach Jason Christie would be the first to tell you that the last 2 periods last night and the first period today were not good defensively, but they got it figured out. Here's your 3 stars of the game from Joe Massa.
Saraceno! Your number 2 star from your Jacksonville Icemen with a goal and an assist, number 17, Brendan Gignac. And your number 1 star from your Icemen with a goal and 2 assists, number 47, Trevor Hamilton.
Very appropriate that Trevor Hamilton is your number 1 star of the game. It doesn't happen too often to defensemen that they end up with the number 1 star in the game, but he earned it. 1 goal, 2 assists. He had the goal that got this comeback started late in the first period. He blocked the shot up high. Literally drew blood for his teammates today. That was intentionally dramatic, don't get carried away. But you get the idea. Came back out onto the ice to celebrate with his teammates despite missing the final 10 minutes of the game. That shows me a ton of character from Trevor Hamilton to come back out just to celebrate with the boys. He gets a 3-point day, and the Icemen, led by Trevor Hamilton today, get the 6-3 victory over the Wheeling Nailers. So with that, let's go to your Eastern Conference scoreboard on your post-game show and the standings along the East. Jacksonville with the win. Remember, them and Wheeling, these 2 teams, the only teams to play in the Eastern Conference today. Everybody else was idle. So Jacksonville with the win. now 28 wins, 22 losses, 3 overtime losses, 3 shootout losses, 2 points in the standings. Of course, they now have 62 points on the season. Here's where they stand. Florida in first place, 74 points. Will give them the division. They have a 4-point lead over Greenville. They also have 3 games in hand on the Swamp Rabbits as we get towards the end of the season. Greenville is in second place. They have 70 points. Jacksonville is 8 points behind Wheeling in the behind Greenville rather in the standings, but they also have 3 games in hand on the Swamp Rabbits. Not out of the question that they could catch Greenville if Greenville catches sort of a soft spot in their schedule. They also still play Greenville a few more times. All that said, it would be a pretty Herculean effort for them to do it, but it is within the realm of possibility. What is much more likely is Jacksonville catching either third place Orlando or fourth place Indy. Right now, Orlando is in third place, 66 points on the season. Jacksonville is only 4 points behind Orlando in the standings. They also have 1 game in hand on Orlando. So the Icemen definitely within striking distance of the Solar Bears. With the win today, Jacksonville is now only 1 point behind the Indy Fuel in the standings. Actually, I have to look at that again. I'm not so sure. I thought that Indy maybe was ahead of them by a little more than that. So let me see if I can go through the standings here one more time very quickly. Well, they show it as 63 points still. Jacksonville was 62. So Jacksonville only 1 point behind Indy in the standings. The games played battle, that one does belong to Indy. Indy has now played 2 fewer games than Jacksonville, so they have a 1-point lead with 2 games in hand. But Indy is really, really scuffling.